Hey, sorry for the extremely long intro. Wait, fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, sorry for the extremely long intro there. Not exactly what I had intended to do there. I was starting a fire because it was getting very cold out here. So, yeah. I didn't realize how cold it was until I, like, sat down and was like, alright, time to start stream. Let's go. And I'm like, I'm freezing my ass off. I should maybe do something about this. So that's what I did. Yeah, so sorry for the long intro. That's why. Yeah, let me just pop out chat here, otherwise I won't be able to see it at all. We are going to, today, be looking over the last podcast. Get some clips out. There's one more clip from the Neo podcast, episode 1. We're gonna look for some clips in this one. I think this podcast might be more of like a shorts podcast. I don't know. I went through it once quickly last night, right before I uploaded it. But, like, very quick skim. And it was just, I was already having other things planned and I just needed to get it done. So, I was gonna stream last night, but just like every other night, I don't want to do the meme stream or like some of the other game streams that I have planned and want to do till I know for a fact that like it's a good time to start. So I'll probably hopefully be able to do the meme stream tomorrow, starting at like 5 p.m. is my goal. So yeah, that'll be a fun stream. That'll be a very fun stream. Give me more content to post onto my onto the YouTube or onto the Twitter actually, where I'll just, you know, do a bunch of Twitter things there. That's kind of the goal, I think, with that one. Get rid of that. Yeah. I need to set a timer here quickly, so give me a second. I just want to make sure that I don't forget about closing the fire, so otherwise all my wood's gone. Yeah, sure, we'll do Java routine in 5 minutes. Okay. Let's get this review going. Let's get this stream review going, or this podcast review going. If you didn't show up to the last one, or watch the VOD for the last one, or whatever you're doing, however you're enjoying this peak quality content, this is my way of going through the podcast, the last uploaded podcast, while still, like, giving a bit of thoughts on it. The last one wasn't too good. I didn't have the exact format done, and I had to be quiet because of the other room and all that. But now, this podcast, I'm in a different room. I can be louder. I can be more energetic. But I can also, I also know, okay, these are the things I wish I said. These are the things I wish I rephrased better. So that's kind of what this podcast is. If you're not someone who wants to listen to the podcast or anything like that, it's all fine by me. You can go watch either a different stream, different VOD, whatever. Maybe go, yeah, there's no YouTube content really, no videos yet. There's a few shorts from the last one, or clips from the last podcast, but they're okay. I will be having music going in the background, unless it is so loud I don't understand the current conversation going on. So, there's that. Yeah, let's get going. This is kind of a watch-along, but a watch-along of my own content from here. Kind of like the weirdest possible thing you can do, in my opinion, but I mean, whatever. No face cam, because it takes up a good portion of the screen. No other reason. Let's get this going. I'm still thinking about redoing this intro, by the way. I'm gonna keep it for a few episodes, but it's gonna change very quickly, because I'm going to end up changing my profile picture here very soon, and I need to figure out what's going on. Hi, Donnie. Hi. You want to say hi? Hello.
Hi. Hi. Welcome to People of the Internet. Welcome to episode...
Some things you might not notice, which are cool here. This is edited in, because this is not what my Discord looks like, obviously, so I have a graphic over my server list in here. Doesn't really matter.
Too, Donnie, how you feel?
It's the big.
Some things that I might change in future podcasts, and I'll get to it a bit later. I did something dumb, and it'll pop up here. And I'm also thinking about maybe stealing this and adding nicknames for the person I have up there, but I don't know. There's too much blank space on the screen in the podcast currently. That is the big issue I'm having. The ways I can think of fixing this, like, on one hand, I could have my video on, but if I'm interviewing someone who doesn't have video on, I feel like it doesn't work, you know? Like, I feel like if you want video on, both people have to have video on. I don't know. Let's continue the watch along. Watch together.
It's the big one. It's
the
number
other guy
2.
now.
Number 2.
It's the other guy. The other guy who owns the account.
Yeah. The joke is, whenever one of us is streaming and someone joins our chat, it's like, mostly right now, since I'm the only one who's like actually streaming, because Swaff's been busy with like actual work and shit, it hasn't happened, but it happened way more back when we were both streaming Minecraft at the same time, where I would stream and then Donnie would stream at separate times. And so, like, it was hard to tell because people couldn't tell that you could, like, stream 2 times on the same account and a bunch of weird things. But we were, like, 2 separate people, 2 separate entities. So they'd join and be like, hey, Mr. Raccoon. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm not Mr. Raccoon. Sorry, that's the other guy. So that's where the other guy comes from.
It's the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Big one. Big wild one.
Yeah.
This is actually perfect. This is what shows up here. I need to get rid of that. It'll pop up here a few times, I think like 3 times. I need to figure out how to get rid of the Steam friend pop-ups.
Oh,
That won't be hard.
First
I'll do
things
that.
first.
Yeah. Probably
Hi,
have to-
I'm Swap
Yeah, dude.
or Donnie or the other guy.
Wow.
Depending on what you
I'll let this
or
continue
Hells
going while I add fire.
First,
If
I
need
know
to say
I'll
something,
refer
I'll
you to
come back.
that.
Yeah. The other guy? Is that what you referred me as?
Yeah, whenever, like... Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, that is also how I refer to you. Someone joins stream and is like, hey, are you doing a sleep stream? I'm like, no. That's the other guy.
And whenever I stream, hey, why is this stream so crappy and, like, just bad? Oh, that's because the good streams are when the other guy streams.
Yeah, like, I've put together, like, stream playlists for us. I've done so much shit. But, like...
Yeah, I just go hit live, or, like, I just hit go live. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. It's funny. I'm gonna lower your audio a bit on my end because you're peaking. That's fine. That's fine. A bit of scuff at the start. So, I'm gonna title this episode Episode 0. People of the Internet, Episode 2, Episode 0.
back.
Because, like...
So I'm gonna stop in here for a second. A few things here. I don't mention what the podcast actually is, even though, like, I was supposed to make this Episode 0. I wish I did. I wish I, like, properly announced, hey, this is what the podcast is. Because this podcast is all AI-generated questions with topics we'll agree on beforehand. I've been adding it in the description of the podcast videos, but, like, whatever. Actually, it's super funny. A bunch of people are really hyped about podcasts, which I am too. Having people hyped for podcasts is a good thing, because I want to do it more, and it's fun to do. I had to get this one out before I interviewed more people, though, because I have, like, a list, big list of people to interview, and some ideas for what questions I want to ask them. But my issue is I needed this one out because I needed to interview the other guy who owned the account for multiple reasons that we'll get into here in a second. But, yeah, it's just dumb. And
This podcast has been in the works for God knows how long now.
Like a long time. I can actually pull it up here if you give me a second. It's been in the works. Let me open up Boys at 3 a.m. Because originally the podcast was going to be called Boys at 3 a.m. It's been in the works for over a year. I think day, month, year. Yeah, October 2nd, 2021 is when we like properly talked about, because we were going to have a podcast where we just talk for like 3 hours at midnight to 4 a.m. sometime in between that. But that podcast never happened because, well, obvious reasons. Like, well, not really obvious reasons. Swaft is busy with work all the time. Cal is always doing something that like makes it so it's impossible. And I'm out here just vibing, doing whatever I want. So it is what it is. We do what we do, and I just do what I have passion for, and that's what this is. Just a passion.
For however long me, you, and Cal have been talking about it, right? And
Yeah.
Sounds like I say Cal here. No, it's Cow. C-O-W.
Fuck. It just, we never got around to doing it. It never worked out. Our schedules never aligned. So I just...
Another thing, my mic quality flip-flops a lot. Not in this podcast. In this podcast, my mic quality is actually probably too good for what I care about. For me, my mic quality, like normally it's really good. And normally I use voice mod to limit out background noise and all that. And also like some filters where I'm going, yeah, or like I smack my lips or I'm eating something. Like I, at one point, I think ate a popcorn kernel, and you can tell that I took a bite of something in the podcast, which is stupid, but at least maybe I can. Other people couldn't, but like I can definitely do it. And I'll turn off the music and you can hear it in the background. And even now, actually, if you listen, if I go back a few seconds here, I
For
press play.
God knows how long now. For however
You
long
can hear my fan in the
me,
background.
you, and Cal have been talking
Right.
about it, right? And,
Or, well, my computer, I guess. I think that's my computer, not my phone.
fuck.
Same thing.
It just, we never got around to doing it. It
But-
never worked out. Our schedule.
That annoys me on my end. As a host, that shouldn't be, like, something I'm dealing with. It should be... I am fine interviewing people with bad mic quality. So that's something you're going to get with a podcast about interviewing people on the internet. But that's something I should try and avoid and try and learn to avoid in the future. But I don't know. I'll get better at it.
Schedules never aligned. So I just said, fuck you guys, and recorded an episode. But I realized in that first episode, I did not introduce myself or like anything relating. I just broke a gift card, or anything relating to like who this channel is, what we are, what the podcast is. So that's kind of what this episode is. It's like, hey, yeah, this is what the podcast is. This is technically, or should be, episode 0. I fixed a few things that I learned from the Nemo stream, or Nemo podcast as well, and made it better for this one. So, Donnie, how's it feel? You get to be in a higher budget podcast.
I say that as kind of a joke, and it's obvious it's a joke, but the issue that comes with it is higher quality and it is better done and all that. And like, if you were to compare this one and the Nemo one, the first big thing you'll notice is DMs are covered, right? You can't see any DMs you previously had. You can't do a lot of things. There's some other things I should change though. Like my thumbnail or my profile picture is a GIF. I should be tabbed into Discord the whole time, so the GIF is spinning whenever I'm talking. Doesn't matter too much because none of my guests so far have used GIF profile pictures. I actually struggled a lot with the proper naming of this podcast, besides episode 0. Like, everything's changed though, and you can kind of see, compared to the last one and this one, higher budget. Like, it's actually the full screen. There's no stupid black bars on the top or bottom. Yeah. You get it. You understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Still a lot of scuff, though.
Not really. It shouldn't be.
It's pretty good.
Alright. So, as I said, since we're going to be talking about, well, who we are, I am as, well...
The thing I noticed very much in this podcast is my voice mod. Like, when I looked at my mic audio, because I couldn't hear myself as I was talking. When I looked at my mic audio in OBS, it looked fine. But when I was actually talking and having the podcast, I noticed my mic audio was very quiet. All of my audio in this, thank God I did this beforehand, is recorded in a separate stream. Mine's top, his is bottom. And I had to raise my audio by 3 decibels, which isn't much considering normally when I record my own audio at -4 decibels, because otherwise it gets very loud and I peak out a lot and all that stuff. But recording it at like -4 decibels is fine, and I enjoy my voice that way. But like, even, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try having my voice at like 2 for a while, because there's a lot of times when I'm talking and there should be things that happen, or like, I don't know, my own voice gets drowned out by the other things around it. This isn't an issue I used to run into in the past, because I wouldn't ever have like proper background music playing, but now it is. And like, the background music I did play was to cover up background noise. I don't have background noise anymore, except for like the occasional fan noise. So anything that's below a certain point, it's very hard to hear my own voice. I actually tried to debug this in a Roblox stream, maybe it was something else. I think it was Roblox though, but like, my audio paths when streaming I need to properly fix so I can record just my voice, Discord's audio, and the game's audio, because I need to get rid of music in the videos and I need to separate the audio tracks, is what I'm discovering. It's difficult to do, and I need to figure out exactly how to do it like properly, because the way I'm doing it through OBS currently with like capture audio from software or whatever, it doesn't work the greatest, is what I'm discovering. So I don't know.
I'm Craig, Doug, Hell's Maximum, whatever the fuck people want to call me nowadays.
Yeah, this is 3 minutes in. We have not really talked
the other
about
guy.
anything. This is just like self-introductions,
I
which I still didn't really properly do in this podcast, and I don't think I ever will now that it's going into the 3rd episode. This podcast was kind of like more who we are, and that's why this podcast is now like the default if you were to go to our YouTube account. If you were to go here, you'll notice this is, well, normally it's here, right? This is the like #1 thing. This podcast would be here if I'm not streaming, or like you show up, this would be the podcast that you watch through, which I think is good because it shows that the channel's more towards long form content instead of short form, as well as some other things. But I don't know, the channel's been growing good and I'm glad with it. There are a few shortcomings that I'm discovering and that I need to fix, and I'm probably gonna fix a few of those tonight, if I'm being honest. I think I have a few ideas for what to do, so good things.
have been doing streaming and a lot of content creation for what, 5 years now? As long as I've had, no, before I had my laptop, because I did it on PS4 back in the day.
Yeah, I've been
And
doing
I got my
content creation for a long
laptop,
ass
I
time
think,
now.
half a year or a year into me streaming. And
I talk very differently in this one compared to the Nemo one. This one's way more laid back and chill compared to the Nemo podcast, which I think is way more based on the fact that this exact podcast. How do I say this correctly? This one is with my best friend. This one, I'm not interviewing my best friend because it doesn't work out that well. You can't really interview your best friend. I had to do one for the channel, for the podcast, and I had to make it an early episode. Couldn't be later than episode 3. Had to be episode 2. Had to be episode 1, but episode 1 was Nemo. Thank God I did an episode with Nemo, and I cut it up before I did this one. Because now when I interview my next guest, which I might do, because there's a lot of people I need to go through, I might start uploading podcasts more frequently. We'll see. Depends on a list of things. But yeah, each podcast that comes out, I will be doing one of these streams the next day or the day of. I think this is the day of, right? Yeah, it's a Sunday. But like currently, I have podcasts planned for every Sunday. My next guest I'm interviewing on Wednesday. And I could do Wednesdays, right? But at the same time, Donnie I interviewed Saturday. Like, I interviewed yesterday, which is painful. This was a painful podcast to do. I don't want to do this again. If I were to do more of these, what I think I'm going to end up doing is start doing podcasts. Like, I could do it bi-weekly. So, maybe every Tuesday, Thursday. No. Wednesday would be a recording day. So I could do one maybe. The issue is as soon as I start doing bi-weeklies, I need to have someone scheduled every weekend. So I definitely want to keep the Sundays. The Sundays are a good day. I might do one on Wednesdays as well, or maybe Thursdays. One of these 2 days, I'm thinking. Or maybe I'll do, like, individuals on Sundays, groups on Wednesdays. Or something. I don't know. There will be a lot of podcasts. I have a lot of podcasts planned. I don't know if I've gone through the document yet. Currently my list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and some other random people. With 2 already being done. I need to add that to the list. Just for familiarity. Can I do something here? Can I change? Is there a way that I can, like, edit things? No. No, there really isn't. Damn. Yeah, no, there's a big list of people who I'm going through. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Just is cleaner, less lines. Yeah, I have a list that I need to go through. I need to add 2 people to the list because of order. And there's a lot of people who I still want to record an episode with and talk about, but it's weird. It is weird to record. It's really weird to record an episode of a podcast with someone you know a lot about. Unless you're naturally good at, like, conversing. Donnie isn't the most natural person at conversing. We did very good this one. He, like, fully talked through it. It was an interesting podcast to listen to and sit down, and it gives a intro into our lives. And it was another learning experience for me, because I learned, like, hey, this is not how I was supposed to do this. Or this is how I was supposed to do this. I say that as, I'm closing my thumbnail folder. I say that as, when I'm interviewing Donnie in this podcast, I talk to him like a best friend, and I don't really properly let things go. I don't know. It's weird.
Like 2018.
This stream is 30
So
minutes
when I
in,
turned 16,
20
I
minutes
got
into
my
actually
laptop,
talking
and that's
about
when we
this,
really
and
became
we're only 4
friends.
minutes in. This is an hour and
Yep.
10 minutes long.
I
Before
remember
that, I was
watching-
just a console scrub. Oh,
This is the thing I need to change. It popped up. It pops up like 4 times, and I ignore it past the first one. What I was tempted to do was screenshot this and just overlay it, but I mention it here. So I wasn't going to do that for the rest of the podcast. There's no point. I should have, but I'm just not gonna bother. So live with it. I will get rid of it though. It was annoying. It's also interesting because you can see kind of like, this is full screen Discord. The way I did this is not by like F11 on the Discord app or something. No, I did this using the Discord browser, which is really weird. Like the browser website version of Discord is what I used to record this, because otherwise, like, it's stuck here, right? You'd have this, or I just capture this and it wouldn't work. That's the thing I messed up. I did it in the Nemo podcast, didn't do it in this one. I need to record just the source, not the whole screen, because I just used my normal stream layout for this and just turned on. I think I halfway through actually changed the way it worked, but I had the monitor without cursor or with cursor, and I just switched them and whatnot. But yeah, it was dumb basically. That will be fixed though.
Walrus is
That's
now
the
playing acidic
biggest
poison.
flaw
Great.
in this
I'll fix that
one
next
to me.
time. Probably not.
I even
because I'm
noticed it.
fucking lazy.
Yeah, I am lazy.
Yeah, I remember watching one of your streams when you were on PS4, and I just had this giant bag of goldfish that my grandma got
Goldfish
me.
stream.
So.
Good times.
Oh yeah, the fucking.
And then I
goldfish.
remember saying that in the chat. You're like, "Can I have some?" I'm like, "I emptied it." I had that whole bag in one
I'm still
sitting.
mad.
It was not healthy.
I'm still pissed.
Yeah, and how's it feel now? The kind of things turned around, and 5 years later, we're both out of high school, and I am a deadbeat and have forced you to stream a few times. How's it feel?
Yeah, now
that
it's-
you know?
I am a deadbeat. There are some things that I'm working on. This is like my main work towards right now. I'm like really going for content creation right now because I wanna give it one last shot. This is my last shot at content creation, I think, where I dedicate my heart and soul to doing it before I do it only as a hobby. I love making content, don't get me wrong, and I'll never stop. And there's a lot of things I learned. I know how to do things better. I got very good at making like okay, not good, but okay stream thumbnails very fast. But like, I need to start making YouTube gaming videos again, which isn't something I've done in years. I did it a while ago, but like I haven't done it in years, and I need to start doing that. If I start doing that, I'll be fine, but I don't know. I also am going to start posting a lot more shorts. Because the deadline for shorts is running out. Yeah, this is the last month I have. If things don't work out here, and I don't get things I want to do for content creation, this channel won't be dead. Won't be dead in the water. There will always be things going up, because that's what this channel is. It's just some friends' times. But it won't be the main focus of my life anymore. I will have to move on and keep it as a hobby, which I'm not mad about. Just means that it wasn't for me.
No,
Now
out of
it's
stream.
5-pound bags of Sour Patch Kids. We've changed.
We've changed. Times have changed.
Times have
indeed.
changed. Times have
indeed.
changed.
Yeah.
So
I should
Times
order
have
another one.
changed.
honestly, we should both just order another like 5 pounds of candy. That would be fun. Like, I want candy. I want.
I do
the
want
big
candy. I've
My
been
stomach says
craving
no, but
candy
you
a
know
lot
what?
lately.
It's
My
5
mind's
pounds of
telling me
candy.
no.
How can you say no to that?
Body My body's telling me yes.
I was cringe.
I'm sorry. So to get us started,
Fuck.
should we probably?
I'm actually really surprised he didn't call it the way I pronounce sorry there, because normally he does, but I pronounce it in a very Canadian way.
I think you mentioned this when you were like, "Hey, for my podcast, we should talk about this. Let's talk about where Dank Kitchen Adventures comes from, even because it's such a weird name."
It's a great story.
It is.
This
In my
is
mind, it
why
is.
it was kind of like the episode 0 theme instead of episode 2. Because we talk about the channel. We talk about why it was made, like, or not really why it was made, but like where the name comes from and like all of that type of stuff, which ends up just being, well, here's the podcast, right? Here's everything about it. And I just realized I had my fucking 2 of my fans covered, one of my input and export fans. Oh, move my drawing tablet. Scuff. I need to start using my drawing tablet. If I decide to get really back into doing art streams, I will fix my drawing tablet. But right now, I'm missing a charger for the pen as well as my glove. But I have backups for both, I think. Just a matter of finding them.
Well, it all happened in like what, grade 10 food
So
class
it happened when you joined,
at least.
when you joined, or when you came to our high school, which was
Donnie specifically is the reason why Dank Kitchen Adventures exists. Because without him, it would have always been Yellow Kitchen. Because when Donnie came, when we like became friends, we ended up changing the name of the kitchen. That's
grade
about
9,
it.
grade 10, one of the two.
Yeah. I know I was in a foods class in grade 9.
I'm
but
glad I
don't
raised my
know
decibels
if
by
you were
3,
there. I think
'cause it was way
just
too
the
quiet.
harder years.
Maybe
I
not.
don't think you were there.
I think I
So I was
was, but
thinking
I
of
was
a
in a
lot of
separate
food
kitchen.
classes, though.
I'm thinking it was. That's what like. It
You
was
can
in
hear it
grade
here.
10.
You can hear it here. I just start schmacking. I just start the lip schmacking. Like, listen to
Thinking
this
it
shit.
was- That's what like it was in
You
grade.
can hear, like, the
thinking a
wetness
A lot
of my
food
throat.
classes, though.
I'm thinking it was. That's what.
I ate a popcorn kernel. That's what I was doing the entire time. I was
But, like,
eating
it was in grade
popcorn
10.
kernels.
When we
Shit
first
was
started.
cursed as fuck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And at first it was just like a little joke. It's like, yeah, I made funny name for like instead of Yellow Kitchen, it's we're Dank Kitchen Adventures, haha. And I wrote it on the whiteboard.
It
and
was
then-
actually, here's an interesting thing. When he joined, it wasn't supposed to be Yellow Kitchen either. I was just calling it Yellow Kitchen. Because that's what it was when I first joined. We changed the name to Dank Kitchen Adventures because we stopped using Yellow Kitchen and we didn't want to be called Kitchen 4. Because there was 4 kitchens, we didn't like the name Kitchen 4. So we were like, yeah, you know what? We're going to change the name to Dank Kitchen Adventures. And that's kind of like how this sparked. And there's like different names for each of the friend groups that we all have, where it's all one friend group. But if it's me and Donnie, it's Dank Kitchen Adventures. If it is me, Donnie, Pierce, and Carter, our like other 2 IRL friends from high school, then it's the Goons. And like depending on the amount of people it is, it's that. So I don't know if I specifically refer to the Goons in this, but if it is, it's like us 2 and our 2 best friends. So
teacher is like, no, take it down. I'm like, oh.
So I guess
And
I
then
should
next.
classify a bit more there.
I don't know why I said classify. I meant to say clarify. I like swear to God, my brain struggles with words in podcasts. It happened a few times in the Nemo one as well, where I like faded in and I'm like, I just didn't say this word correctly. Like I speak English. It's my native language. Why can't I say like why did I say classify instead of clarify? They mean entirely different things.
So what happened
It was
is
painful.
our foods class in high school, it was the easiest way to get credits, right? And everyone wanted to do it not for the credits, but because you got to eat the free food.
Yeah. At one point, they only gave foods to people who were really bad at other classes and needed the credits. And that's how I think me and Donnie kept getting in. But, like, I don't know. If you look at my transcript, it is like 12 different foods classes. It's
We lived
scary.
in a really rural fucking town.
I might
that
add it.
apparently starves children. I don't know. Food was like gold. Foods class was the best class you could get into because it was the only class that wasn't boring.
It was. Yeah.
So I started doing foods in grade 7 before I even met
It's my
you.
next podcast.
And there was 4 kitchens. There was one all the way on the left, which was my kitchen, or yellow kitchen. Then I think there was like green, blue, and red or something. And
Yeah, I think
each
so.
kitchen was colored because every single thing had like a paint dot on it, so you didn't lose things.
Fair.
Everyone still lost everything, and everything wasn't organized, whatever. But I was always in yellow kitchen. It was like me, Mason, and I think Nick or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
And,
just
some random people.
This is
But I
so
was-
funny to me. Like, we stopped talking in this podcast for like a while. And then I was like a month at least. And then I was like, hey guys, I made a podcast. Like, the episode's been out for a while. And then people on similar to VR chat stories and videos you see everywhere, yeah. Like, there's a lot of, yeah, me talking on this was just what kind of sparked us, just me, I kind of brought back a server that no one was talking on, and it was kind of funny. Yeah, that's so funny. Whatever.
Always
I'm
in
excited.
that kitchen.
I'm so
did-
excited. Yeah, see, it comes up here again. I was going to mention it, but I didn't. If I did, I would have had to redo the entire, like, podcast. Donnie wants to go play games with his brother, and this was, like, an hour. We could have gone on for another 4 hours. I chose not to, because, like, a podcast has to end, right? That's the thing about a podcast. You can't have it going on for hours and hours on end. It needs to have an end point. First one ended because it was like 4 a.m. This one ended because, like, I wanted to go play games with some people, and Donnie needed to, like, actually do some other things, so.
Foods for I think it was like it was something ridiculous.
I'm tempted to make
It
this
was,
entire
like, a
topic of
solid-
talking about foods
I
and all
think I
that
only missed
into a
1 year.
clip.
It might have only been grade 9 because
Um,
every year I did a foods class.
and I might, but it's not
unless
that
I wasn't
good.
let to. But I would like somehow sneak my way around to getting in anyways because it was just the most
Like,
fun.
Everything,
It's a
the topics here are so boring that you can't turn them into a clip. The ones with Nemo, you can take out like 20 minutes, and it is a full conversation of like full, here's the topic, here's the end. And I had to stop the topic at points and start a new topic. But like each one is interesting in its own right, because we both had like interesting views on it, and I found it interesting to fully listen through. But like with Donnie, it's just us reminiscing. So I don't think there will be clips of this podcast, which is weird because I want there to be clips. And if there is no clips, I'm gonna go hard on some stream highlights, I think, and upload some every other day stream highlights. Because if you look at the channel and you see what's going on, you'll notice that it's like, hey, we were uploading a video every day for the past week since the last podcast came out. Or every day minus after 1 day since the last podcast came out. And the clips were a smart idea. And you can tell here because podcast has 31 views. This one has 93. This one has 67. And it is, like a lot of these are search things instead of people like browsing, which is kind of exactly how I think a podcast will grow. People will search for the clip, be like, oh, this is interesting, listen to it, and then be like, okay, maybe I'll listen to this next one, or maybe I'll listen to the full episode. And once there's like 80 of them, there'll be people who listen. I don't know. That's the way I view it, but for now, it's just me having real conversations with people. I don't expect it to ever become a main source of content for the channel. That's not what I expect out of the podcast. It's not what I want out of the podcast. End of the day, I'm a streamer. I am someone who likes to talk in front of an audience. I'm someone who's good in front of a crowd. And that is what I want to do. That's my forte. So this podcast is just a way for me to interview people who I think would be interesting to hear their story. Because there's so many people around that I've talked to that, like, you meet on the internet and they live their own life. Like, you meet people and each person has their own life and their own story, and that's what I want the podcast to be. I want it to be their stories. So it will change a bit when I'm not interviewing a friend, where I'm gonna be like, what's your story? Or I'm gonna be like, what's your background? And then I'm going to be like, how'd you get there? All the topics are still AI generated. Don't get me wrong. That's going to stay forever because that is interesting to me. But I think it's going to change a lot where I'm not going to be talking about, hey, this is what's going on here or here. It's going to be like, hey, I'm going to go with them beforehand and be like, what do you do for an occupation? And then I'm going to be like, okay, well, what was your childhood like? Or what was whatever? And just kind of see their story and their life story. That's the envision I had when I first had the idea for the podcast. Currently, it's just me talking to people who are interested in a certain field. So there might be a shift in the way the podcast happens in the next few days or a few times. Probably won't be for the next few. I'm still like getting the feel of how I want the podcast to go, how I want it to flow, how I want things to move around, but like that's kind of the idea I have for it right now.
Good class, like.
Yeah, you get free food.
Yeah.
But then I
Free
think it
food's
was
cog.
like, by the time we got to high school and credits mattered and all that, they don't really care what class you take. They just care that you have credits. So I took foods. I made you take
Small
foods,
town schools are wild.
and we just got the same thing. We were never in like
Always
any
in
other
foods.
class together, basically, because fucking I think we were in like physics together, and that was about it. Besides foods,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it happened here again.
Like,
when this
besides
happened, I'm like,
that,
I need to fix
we
it.
were just
Because Steam has an issue, and I wonder
don't
if it'll
even know how to
happen
phrase
here.
it
Where,
any other way
like,
besides just we were
It
menacing
opens and pops up
in that
twice,
kitchen.
which
We
is
did
annoying.
so much random shit.
That's also
A
just
lot of
normal
haters.
streamer things I should
Oh, yeah.
change.
Easily the
Like,
worst class. What makes it better is the teachers never graded you either. We graded ourselves based off of what we thought the
Yeah,
food
it was
tasted
a
like.
self-evaluation or whatever.
I didn't mention this in the podcast, but like side story, very interesting thing that happened here was it was all self-evaluated, and we got a 64 in our spaghetti making skills. We didn't think our own spaghetti was good, which is a joke to my family because that's kind of what we're known for. Like my family eats spaghetti so often.
I think
yeah,
we
we got
always gave each
got this
other like
paper.
80s.
Yeah, we got this paper. It's like, how do you rate the like, did you follow the recipe? Did you like, did it come out okay? Did it taste good? All that stuff. It's like, I don't know. I didn't really like.
I don't think you ever ate it.
Yeah, most people never ate it unless you had an iron stomach, which is why like I ate fucking everything. I'd eat the raw dough. I'd eat like every aspect of it. I like would mix all the dry ingredients with water and drink it. Like I was a demon. Like absolute demon. but it was an issue for actually trying to do anything for those reasons. I don't know. I still find it so dumb that we got a 64 in spaghetti, though. As, like, the only person who ate it probably... No, I had to have been absent that day. I don't know why I got a 64.
Foods.
Yeah, I don't think...
Makes
I
no
think
sense
the way
to
it
me.
worked is... I was one of... It was me and whoever was the extra, because we had 4 people in our kitchen all the time. It was me and you, and then, like, Mason and Nick, normally, I think.
So there was 5 people. It was me, Donnie, Mason, Nick. That was, like, the squad. But then we would change that up a lot, where it was me, Donnie, Mason, Nick, and then, like, someone else. Whoever didn't fit in any of the other kitchens or needed, like, a crew. Because we were the crew. We knew how to do everything, even though we were bad at it. But, like, still did it. So, I don't know.
That was normally our kitchen. Mason and Nick would never really do anything. Me and you would just fuck around.
They would
Mason
do
the
dishes.
dishes.
So, I would cook. Donnie would do nothing. Nick would be my sous chef. Mason would clean. That was the actual order.
Yeah.
But mostly just fucking
We,
around.
like-
We never actually did anything proper.
I'd remember as well, now that I'm thinking about it, our class was... Everyone would, like, make normal things for foods. They'd be like, hey, I'm gonna make a pizza, or I'm gonna make a cake, or cookies, or whatever. Like, some basic shit. And then there was me and you, and we spent, like, multiple hours researching Viking food. And, like, very Nordic
Yeah.
food, only to make rainbow bread.
Yep.
Like,
True
it was
story.
the dumbest shit.
I'm pretty sure our remember that food truck? Pretty sure it's still up there. I
I
could
hope
ask
so.
my sister.
I hope
I
the
could
banana
ask my
noodles
sister
food truck was there.
if
He never did.
it's up there.
Actually, he might have. This happened
Oh,
on a
man, I
Saturday,
kinda
so
want
they
it,
haven't been to
honestly.
school
Like,
yet.
I know. I kind
like,
of want it. It's like memorabilia.
yeah.
It's important.
It's important.
He
Post the
called out what I
poster.
was gonna say. That's funny. But yeah, no, it is important
And,
to us.
History.
It was
I-
so dumb.
I don't know if the poster might still be up. I don't know.
They wouldn't have taken down the food truck without taking down the poster.
Yeah,
I
we
think some
made
of our
some
recipes are up there still too, like the Nanaimo bars and shit.
Oh, that recipe is great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Holy shit. But we made some we made some cursed shit. There's an early video on the channel, and it's a really stupid, really badly edited video of Doug. Like it's Instagram video on Doug's Instagram
Yeah.
What's going on here?
video. I don't know if the poster might still be up. I don't know.
They wouldn't have taken down the food truck without taking down the poster.
Yeah,
I
we
think some
made
of our
some-
recipes are up there still too, like the Nanaimo bars and shit.
Oh, that recipe is great.
Hmm.
Like, Holy shit. But we made some we made some cursed shit. There's an early video on the channel, and it's a really stupid, really badly edited video of Doug. Like it's Instagram video on Doug's Instagram.
Yeah, and it's
But
not
it
even
was
up there
recorded-
anymore. It's deleted.
It was
Deleted off my Instagram.
recorded on
Oh.
I screen recorded it on my computer, so it was the website version of Instagram, which is even more cursed.
Yeah,
Because, like,
fuck.
I think back then Instagram just like you couldn't do anything on the web, like on a website, like a browser version, except for
Mhm.
just look at posts. I don't think you could do anything else. So yeah, I recorded it. I put like white, like I don't even know how I edited it, but I put white blocks over the comments, over your ad, basically everything. It was just the video and then like some background stuff that you could see.
Cursed. It was so
And
cursed.
yeah, we made a giant calzone or pizza pop.
We didn't know it was a fucking calzone. I think I knew it was a calzone. I knew it had a name. But like we were making a pizza. I remember this day pretty vividly. We were making a pizza and I kept wanting to be like, hey, I'm gonna fold the pizza in half. Let's just fucking fold the pizza in half. Let's fuck around. Let's make a pizza pop. And like no one wanted to. Everyone was like, no, we're gonna stick to the recipe. Like, we're not doing this.
everyone walks away to the table because you have to wait like an hour for it to cook. So everyone just plays computer games for an hour, which is why people loved foods. But like, I was like, fuck that. Everyone went away, and I like took it out of the oven, folded it in half, and put it back in without anyone noticing.
Yeah, it's probably one of the greatest decisions ever because it
So
was
dumb.
legendary. It was actually like,
It
wasn't
turned out well.
fully cooked? Like
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
Fully cooked. It wasn't
Yeah,
for like a way to not make a calzone. It turned out amazing, like in the dumbest way possible, because it shouldn't
yeah.
have worked.
Everyone else has their pizzas, and here we are, giant ass calzones. The teacher's just looking at us like, why? What have you done? Like, what? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, it was it was pretty fucking dumb. And then we ran around the whole school giving it away and all that.
Yeah, remember we made like breadsticks or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went to that one class, and then like you gave the breadsticks.
No,
to
it wasn't
a kid.
breadsticks. It was a baguette, because we were like making bread
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
So we made a baguette. Turned out like garbage, because you have to let the dough rise for an X amount of time, and you don't have that amount of time in a foods class, so you let it rise for like 4 days, and then it's just garbage. That's what happened to the rainbow bread.
Yep.
But we let it.
Oh
We
my
cooked
God.
it. I think we overcooked it, and so we didn't want to.
I found my old live streaming Discord. This is fucking cursed. It's all a bunch of like Elon Musk child's name. The only few times I did anything. Some dumb announcements. Like, I did not use this. The first Dank Kitchen Adventure channel. The first video. This is crazy. Yeah. Streaming platforms were being a piece of shit back then. Actually, I want to pull this up. 2020, Twitch was going through a bunch of stuff, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I stopped streaming. Wish I didn't, but I mean, I did. What is gra? Gra is admin commands. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Here I am again,
It was
though,
just a
streaming.
baguette. It was just bread, and we were walking around the school with a loaf of bread, hard like brick of bread. And so I think on the plate we had, all the breadcrumbs fell off, and we only had like a fraction, like a tiny sliver of the baguette left. And this kid walks up and is like, "Hey, I want."
So, I have an idea. I might start clipping some of these, because, like, some of these could work out very well. Because, like, it's a 1 minute clip at max of, like, the bread. I should have clipped the one earlier. I think this is going to be the start.
We ran around the whole school giving it
Let's see
away
here.
and all that.
Yeah, remember we made like breadsticks or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went to that one
It was
class.
a
and then,
baguette.
like, you gave the breadsticks.
No,
to
it
a
wasn't
kid.
breadsticks. It was a baguette, because we were like making bread
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
So we made a baguette.
Is this
Turned
still
out
a link?
like
It's
garbage,
not.
because you have to let the dough rise for an X amount of time, and you don't have that amount of time in a foods class.
Good, I noticed
so you let
that.
it rise for like
Didn't want
4
to deal with
days,
it.
and then it's just garbage. That's what happened to the rainbow bread.
Yep.
But we let it. We cooked it. I think we overcooked it, and so we didn't want to finish it because it was just.
This
a
would be the
baguette.
limit.
It was just bread.
I lost
And
it.
We were walking
Where did it
around
go?
the school with a loaf of bread, hard like brick of bread, and so I think
So maybe I
on the plate
start
we
here
had,
then.
all the breadcrumbs fell off, and we only had like a fraction, like a tiny sliver of the baguette left. And this kid walks up and is like, "Hey, I want this baguette." And so I say, "You know what? Sure, I'll give you the baguette if you snort the breadcrumbs first." Guess what the kid did? Fucking snorted snorted all the breadcrumbs,
And I remember the teacher looking at us being like, why? Why'd you make a kid snort breadcrumbs? And I look at her
Yeah.
back, stare directly in the face, and just say, I didn't make him. I offered it to him.
Yeah, he just did it. Like we weren't expecting it, but
No,
yeah,
we
he just
weren't.
did it.
Like,
And yeah, I'm pretty sure a teacher got mad
So-
at you because
That's so fucking dumb. I'm gonna make this a clip. That's a good clip. Good clip potential there. Very good clip potential there. Fuck it, I'll leave it enabled. We'll deal with it later, though. As I said, this is like the short thing, because we talk about different things for like around a minute each time, because just the way the conversation was flowing. So this would be a great short video, but not a great long form thing. Like I can't make a bunch of long form things, but I can make a bunch of shorts.
it, but
No,
yeah,
we
Which is
you
weren't.
weird.
did it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure a teacher got mad at you because
yeah,
you're the
pretty
one
mad at
that
me.
brought the plate in. So
Offered it to the kid to
I
snort.
enabled it, basically.
really stupid. Yeah, yeah.
I just enabled dumb things like that. That was just what I did. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
I still do. I'm like,
it was pretty fucking funny. You
challenged.
can't deny that.
Yeah. And then there's those days where it's like, I remember, I don't know if we were cooking this that one day, where we just like you just basically walked outside to one of those like concrete circles outside and just like became.
I think
a hell
those
of
are
a-
also videos on the
beginning.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm pretty
account.
sure we have them on the channel
Pull up.
as
I'm
well.
gonna quickly pull up Dank Kitchen Adventures. Because there's a lot. Even recently, I uploaded a video, and it has, or a short now, and it has 5K views. Because like most of the videos on Dank Kitchen Adventures are just shorts from my Snapchat memories. End of the day, that's all they are. It's just a bunch of really, really dumb YouTube shorts, all about like random things that we did in foods. What was it?
yeah. That's how the channel
Fruit
started.
Ninja, but it's bread. Like, that video was after we made Dank Kitchen Adventures. I was probably like grade 11, grade 12.
Clarify, not the channel, the kitchen. Like, in
Because
class.
that was TikTok. And it was just me slicing bread. Because that was the only thing the school could afford to allow us to make, was just bread.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Pretty funny though.
Yeah. There's so many other ones as well, though. Like, I remember as well, it was really dumb when it was like summer after foods, because we had like a break after foods, and oh my god, I think I accidentally uploaded the Fruit Ninja video twice. One time it has 400
Where is
views, the
this?
other time it has 5,000.
Oh my God.
Because of that, it makes me want to upload some of my other old videos again. Just see what happens, you know?
Oh man, that's you. You did that except with when Carter or Farmer guy was honking the horn. You
One of them
uploaded that
has way
twice.
more views than the other.
Yeah, it's dumb, but it happened.
It's great. What do you mean? Yeah, it's dumb. There's, like, if you go through most of our shorts, though, like, everything that happened at school basically just happened in foods class, pretty much. There's a video of me eating dough, a video of me trying to become a water fountain, me just
That was
T-posing in a concrete pad that was used for shot put.
Yep.
What else is here? I don't know. Those are the few that I've found right away. A lot of the videos, I think, are just lost to time now, sadly. Or
Yeah.
you have them, right? And you have a lot
Yeah,
of
I-
videos, but it's a matter
sh-
of, like, sitting down and going through them all.
Yeah, I should probably do that one of these days.
The way I did it is I just sat down because I was trying to clear out things in my like folders. So what I did is I just sat down and everything would auto upload to my computer. I'd watch the video. It was like 3 seconds long. I'd be like, I don't want that. I delete.
Yeah, this is actually on stream as well. I think I did a bunch of these on stream. Thank God nothing bad came up because I have some like very cursed videos from times the goons have all hung out doing dumb things together.
Did it. I want to upload that. I kept it. I want to delete that. I deleted it, and I just kept doing that. And yeah, it just ended up being some really dumb things. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Some of our videos as well are just so cursed. Yeah, the first
Oh,
video on this account is of the pizza pop, and the second one is me chasing after a bird or some bullshit. There's some dumb videos here. There's a 16.
This is why talking to your best friend is not a good podcast, because there's a lot of time where you're doing nothing. And I was just going through the channel. Well, he wasn't saying anything. This is something that'll be different in a future podcast, because we'll constantly be talking and not talking about like the actual channel.
Minute video called How to Make Pepperoni Part 3, and it's like,
I hate this song. Because right here, when I hear that, I think it's my mom talking to me. And so I always just like pause everything and look away.
4 in the morning changing pepperoni around on a Traeger.
That one's pretty good.
So many of our videos are
That one
just
has,
like,
that's actually cooking.
yeah, it is. So many of our videos on this account, until very recently, like a week ago, I have no effort in them. Like every single video, every single short, every single like everything has no effort in them. I've started to put effort into the live streams again, starting like a week ago, week and a half ago now, where I just like make a thumbnail and I have proper music again. But like that shit's easy. I can throw together a thumbnail in like 30 minutes, not even, depending on what it is. Like the fucking rounds thumbnail I made in I think like 3 minutes because I really needed to go shit. I was like, I need to just
True story.
throw something together and schedule this stream. I
Wow.
need to get this up. I need
It was
to get
bad.
up.
It was like
so I made it.
actually
I
so
scheduled
bad.
the stream for an hour ahead with the thumbnail. Took a shit for half an hour and then came back down because like
That's why the rounds thumbnail is so bad.
Ramen shits. It was so fucking
Yeah,
bad.
that'd do
That
it.
is why it was bad. That exact reason.
Yeah. So let's move on from fucking the Dank Kitchen Adventures name. Do you have any like fond high school memories or fond like just school memories? Anything you can think of?
Well, think there was one. Yeah, there's one where it was like grade 12 in March, and it was a Friday, and we were leaving English class, and the teacher's like, so far there's no news about like this was like when COVID and shit.
And the new
started happening,
short
right?
views are
And so,
pretty good.
We get like
Which is
told, like,
nice.
so far, there's no information about the school being closed, so you still have to come in next week. Well, that Sunday, literally 2 days later, everyone gets an email saying that's
I wish you didn't say this. This is not what I was going for when I brought up the topic. But
school has been
whatever.
shut down, like indefinitely.
Because this isn't a fond high school memory. I was expecting him to go over any of the times you've had in foods, like a specific dumb thing we've done, or something like that. He's just like, nah, I liked it when COVID shut down school.
Yeah, that
So-
indefinitely was 4 years.
Whatever.
Yeah, and
It's a podcast,
yeah,
he can say what he wants.
It's been very
It just, I personally didn't think it was as
downhill.
engaging as it could have been.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't know.
Like, I might
just
not be
remember
the most
that's like,
correct
huh,
person.
that's ironic.
Because we all thought it was an
Um,
extended like Easter, right? Basically.
Yeah, I think so. But
'Cause,
then,
no, I think
That
it
is. That's what we
was
thought.
Easter break happened that week. I swear to God, like we either were coming out of an Easter
I'm
break
like
or going-
upset still, but like I'm glad it happened because God, I would not be in the position I am today if COVID didn't happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I probably wouldn't have graduated high school.
into one, and then it happened
ooh, maybe I
because
can't
it happened
remember
like
how that
right around then.
Yeah.
I know
don't-
there was a
yeah,
bunch of
I can't remember
memes back on like the Discord and all that where it was fucking just me being like, if anyone's gonna get COVID, it's gonna be me. And then in the Discord, we made a bunch of rules like, yo, I just want COVID-19 to flex on the world.
that. Yeah.
Dumb things.
I said rules instead of rolls. The second time it happened, where I said the incorrect word. Like what? What? What on earth? Excuse me?
Now
I
I've had it
remember-
like 3 times, and it's just I want this
Remember
nightmare to
that-
be over.
Yeah. That was so stupid. Remember that that fish tank in the den?
Yeah,
That was
Little orange fucker.
Little orange
Woo!
fucker. Oh man. And then that one fish that like
Uh.
stayed vertical the whole time. He never moved. I'm pretty sure he was dead. Like he was just in there.
Do you remember
Motionless.
why Little Orange Fucker got his name?
Yeah, because I took a picture of a fish and then he photobombed. He was at the bottom corner. You could just see his little tiny head, and that's where it's like, yeah.
He was
Little
being
Orange
dumb.
Fucker. I cropped him.
He
I
was
did
more
crop him out,
important than
but I-
anyone else. in
yeah,
there. You didn't
I-
crop him out. No, you cropped everything else out but him.
Yeah, it was just him.
It was
Oh,
great.
man.
I wish I still had a
Great.
photo of Little Orange Fucker.
Yeah,
I probably do
remember, like,
somewhere, but I just
Grade
don't know
12 was
where.
interesting because grade 12 was a lot of like just us not giving a fuck about anything and doing whatever we felt like.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times
Yeah.
I was yelled at from hanging from the ceiling or like
Ugh.
playing a lawnmower game in the back of the class or like
Not playing a lawnmower game. I need to clarify this right now. Where is it? Playing the lawnmower game in the back of the class. Those 3 hours happened in class. Great game. Not at all. I should do a lawnmower game stream. That's an idea. Wait up. Wait up. Stream ideas. Lawn mower game. Yeah. Great. That is going to be the greatest stream that I do. God.
just dumb
You
things
made,
like that.
You brought pancakes to school before Christmas.
Pancake the
break.
breakfast.
That was fire.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty great.
It's still talked about to this day in that school.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
It's because I showed up at like 6, 7 a.m., right? I showed up so godly early into the morning that I'm like, no one was there. I was the first person in the school. Like, doors unlocked, I was there. I was there before the teacher was there. I broke into her classroom, snuck like a blanket and stuff, like 80 pancakes, and just threw it all on the table and was like, hey, this is what you get. This is pancakes. Pancake time. It was so dumb, but I loved every single second of it. It was the funniest thing. Like, the teacher genuinely thought I stayed the night at the school.
It's great.
Like,
I think we should either
It's so
go
ridiculous.
back in and like give everyone in like McLaughlin's English class a pancake first thing in the morning, or
that would be
like,
funny as hell.
give your sister or my sister like an induction heater or a waffle maker.
They both have the same English teacher we had back in the day. And in her class specifically, the English teacher's class, I am like the most well-known figure. Like the current grade 12 class, I'm kind of like this legend because I would get away with everything that I wanted to do. There was something dumb going on, it was me. Like,
Or something, and just a bunch of.
I think
like,
we talk
pancake
about
batter.
it later.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, if you want a pancake, subscribe to Dank Kitchen Adventures.
Right, yeah.
Because last
You-
time it was the
you had it-
T-Series PewDiePie
yeah,
war.
you
So
did
if
it
you
where
wanted a
it's like,
pancake, you had
if
to
ever you-
subscribe to PewDiePie.
yeah, if you were, or yeah, you had to. Oh man, that was awesome. And then there was that guy. Oh, who was it? Was it Cal?
It was
that
Cal who
chugged-
showed up with like expired maple syrup.
Yeah, expired syrup and just chugged it.
So dumb. Like, don't chug expired maple syrup. PSA.
It's like, okay,
I didn't
Uh,
leave that class that day. It was so stupid.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like crashed
I mean,
like 4 other
it was
people's
the last
classes to
day
give them
before Christmas
pancakes.
break. Nothing's gonna get done. Like, absolutely nothing. I don't
skipped
blame.
so many classes.
Like, a lot of people didn't just didn't show up that day. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
because small town things, not because of
nothing
the
was gonna
school.
happen that
Well, when you go to a small town school that only has 200 people, like, it's just
Yeah,
the way it is. Everyone already has their life planned out from the time they like.
And
enter.
then
You're not gonna
yeah,
fucking
it's
do
just yeah, and yeah, teachers don't care because it's like yeah, I'm just like I'm supposed to be here. I don't have anything to teach right now because well, I mean, yeah, it's the last day before Christmas
Yeah.
break. What
yeah,
are you
yeah.
like? Yeah.
I think I should. You know what? I'm gonna say some of my favorite moments because, like, we've been through some of yours. There's two that are standing out to me that I'd like to mention. So the first one, by far, one of like my dumbest memories that I love about high school, is you didn't show up to foods one day, right? Or you were showing up like 10, 20 minutes late, and
Yep.
so I was in class with Pierce, and I look over at Pierce and
Yep.
I say, hey, we're gonna go pick up Donnie. And this is
Dumbest idea, but also amazing.
right after lunch, so you were probably like still gonna be at home or whatever. And
Yeah.
I knew your mom was
Honestly,
asleep.
way to go, Ruster, for
We
playing a good
walk
game.
over to your. We ditch school. Walk. I don't know how we got out of the classroom. First off, without the teacher noticing
pretty
us.
sure it was a sub. We had a sub.
No, maybe,
I
but
think.
either way, I still ditched class. I said like I did it so many times. Like I'm just gonna go find Donnie, and then I ditched class and run around the school for an hour trying to find you. But like I ditched class with Pierce this time, left the school, walked all the way over to your house, broke into your house, snuck around
was a
your
lot,
house, and
bro.
went into your room.
Yeah.
Realized you weren't home, and then came back to school really confused.
Maybe this would be a good clip.
And
149.
I knew your mom was asleep. We walk over to your. We ditch school. Walk. I don't know how we got.
127.50.
You know what? I'm gonna say some of my favorite moments because like we've been through some of yours. There's two that are standing out to me that I'd like to mention. So the first one, by far, one of like my dumbest memories that I love about high school is you didn't show up to foods one day, right? Or you were showing up like 10, 20 minutes late. And
Yep.
so I was in class with Pierce, and I look over at Pierce and
Yep.
I say, hey, we're gonna go pick up Donnie. And this is right after lunch, so you were probably like still gonna be at home or whatever. And
Yeah.
I knew your mom was asleep. We walk over to your. We ditch school. Walk. I don't know how we got out of the classroom. First off, without the teacher noticing
Pretty
us.
sure it was a sub. We had a sub.
No, maybe,
I
but
think.
either way, I still ditched class. I said like I did it so many times. Like I'm just gonna go find Donnie, and then I ditched class and run around the school for an hour trying to find you. But like I ditched class with Pierce this time, left the school, walked all the way over to your house, broke into your house, snuck around
was a
your
lot,
house, and
bro.
went into your room.
Yeah.
Realized you weren't home, and then came back to school really confused, realizing we walked past you and you were in class by the time we were
Yeah,
in your
I
room.
remember getting snaps from you. You're just, like Pierce is sitting in my chair, and you're just in my room, just like, and
We're
I'm
gonna
just
keep
sitting
that
in
separate
like
again.
in the foods room. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, they're in my room right now. What the hell? How
was
did we
dumb.
pass each other?
It was so
what
dumb.
think
I
must
wish,
have
like-
happened is like while you
I
guys were
don't
going
know how
down
that
one
happened.
staircase, I was going up the other, and
Has
then
to
that's
be.
how we.
It's the only possible
that-
way.
It's that just that timing.
Or like
had
we
to be
went
the
out a
timing.
separate or we went out a separate door, or like
I
just
don't know.
something stupid.
Yeah, because I only lived a block away, so we would have seen each other on, like, if we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of my other favorite moments, though, and I guess the podcast is the best place to bring this up, and a podcast with you, because you were always in, like, all the high school classes. My sister's favorite moment from my high school escapades was... Another time in Foods, I was trying to hunt you down, and I was walking around in, like, full raptor, like,
This is 2
long
minutes.
legs, crawling around. I don't even know what was going on. And I jumped down the stairs, and there's a study area that was added to these stairs by the library underneath it. And there was just this random kid in like grade 7 or 8 or something there. And like the kid looks at me, says, "What are you doing?" I don't have a thought in my brain, and I don't know what I'm doing myself because I'm just being stupid. So I look at them directly in their eyes and just say, "I'm whale hunting." All I was doing was looking for you. And so, cue 10 minutes later. I think we're both back in the room. Or cue that night. My sister, like, walks up to me and is like, "Doug, what the fuck were you doing today?" I got, like, 4 different messages from, like, 4 different people about you running around the school whale hunting? And, like, just being a dumbass? What are you doing? And I just look at her and I'm like, yeah, it was whale hunting. By that point, I just full committed to whale hunting. Because it's not even that. I said to the chick in this exact way, "I'm whale hunting." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very dumb.
in like crab-like formation. Like, what are you doing? It was so dumb.
I remember skipping a social studies test in grade 12 because we had a spare, or at least I had a spare before social studies, so I just went home because I lived a block away.
Yeah.
So I just went home and I was pretty tired, so I just like set a, I can't remember how long classes were back then. Like an hour.
A block was 90 minutes.
50 minutes, hour and a
Okay.
half.
So there's another clip
I
that
wanna say
might work.
90 minutes was
I don't
a
know.
block, and then each
Yeah.
class was 45 minutes.
So I got home. I think I set like a 40-minute timer, or like maybe, I don't know, about an hour. I don't know. But anyway, I also had this my like do not disturb thing on my phone, and I don't think timers go off when do not disturb is on. Alarms go off, but I set a timer, and I don't think timers go off. So I didn't wake
That's
up,
rough.
and I just completely skipped social studies that day. We had a test, so yeah, that was.
See, you have
That was
weak
that.
mentality. You have weak mentality. For me, what I would do, never study a
Yeah,
day in my life.
yeah.
I would show up to class on like the SATs or whatever. It was a class at like 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. I could not be awake at that time. So I'd always sleep through my first 2 classes. And that's why I failed math the one year. Because math was first thing in the morning and I would always sleep through my first class. But like SATs and PATs or whatever they were, and whatever, grade 9, we had a science one. I passed out. It's like a 4-hour test. I passed out for 3 hours. Or like maybe it was a 3-hour test. I passed out for 2 hours. The teacher came by and shook me awake and was like, "Are you going to even do your test?" And I look down and I look at her and I just nod, half asleep. I don't remember anything about that test. All I remember is the score I got.
I remember sleeping through it and then still getting like a 76%. Which
Yeah,
is
How it
insane
goes.
for just not knowing anything about what's going on.
Being asleep for like 3/4 of the test.
I do that so often though. High school was rough because I just sleep the entire thing.
Yeah, I wish I didn't
It wasn't even that
sometimes,
I
but
wasn't
like
even getting sleep. Actually,
nothing I could have
no,
done.
no, no.
I was just
Grade 9,
what
I was still
happened,
getting
right?
sleep. Grade like 10 and 11, I no
Weeb
longer
phase.
because that's when I entered
Weeb
my weeb
phase.
and I'd just watch anime till 5 in the morning.
Wonder if we'll get 200 subs this live stream.
Remember
There's a new video uploaded. We
was
only
it
need 5 more
physics
subs.
or
That'll be
chemistry?
Pog.
I'm scared.
I can't remember. It was one of the two where we were in the back corner next to the teacher's desk, Mr. Anderson's desk, and we sat on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Remember sitting on the floor for for a few weeks?
Which time? Oh, yeah. I do remember this.
Yeah,
We'd sit
we-
beside our desk.
Yeah, we'd sit. I don't know why, because it's the floor. But then I think it was grade 11 because it was like before Christmas,
This
and then we
was
just like
physics.
set it up with Christmas lights and everything.
Yeah,
It was
we made a
awesome.
fort. It was like 4
Yeah,
chairs or
we made a
4
fort.
desks surrounding each other and made a
It
fort.
was
You'd
it was
think that
legendary.
we were somewhere on like a spectrum. Honestly, we
Yeah.
probably are. I just need to get tested for it,
Yeah,
and I've been meaning
yeah.
to for a while. But like,
I'm not gonna make
Oh,
this
it
into a
was
clip.
so dumb.
I'm pretty sure we had a test at some point, and then me and you, I don't think we did too good on said test, and then the teacher like came up to us one day while we were sitting on the floor, and he's like, "Hey guys, just want to ask, like, are you taking the information in at all? Because
We were not.
And then
I
We
don't
like
know.
both
sit
failed the
on
class.
I don't think
chairs.
you're paying attention all that much because you're sitting on the floor. You can't really see the board at all. You can't see the smart board. All the desks are in the way. And then we're like, okay, we'll sit back in our desks.
Yeah. We got away with it for so long, though. That was the funny thing.
Yeah.
It was it
and
was
then,
100% physics. Because I remember we sat beside the teacher's desk, right? But everyone else in the class sat on the opposite side, like as far away from the teacher's desk as possible. We sat
Oh, yeah.
beside the teacher's desk, and like I did so many dumb things, like sneaking under his desk and crawling around like a gremlin.
It was very cursed.
But like I just remember he would never sit in his desk. He would always stand in the opposite corner of us. Like, I am not about to deal with these kids.
It also might have been the fact that the two dumbest kids were on the opposite side of everyone else, who were all like very smart. So like, two dumbasses on one side or the rest of the class on the other. Which one are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick the smart side. Still funny we were
Yeah,
beside the teachers.
We were
thing,
special.
though.
Like, that
We were
class
very
is what
special.
solidified
Special
me as your
kids.
high school bully as well.
Yeah.
That's the
that
other
too.
thing
You always
that I
sat
think I should
behind me and
mention.
then slapped me.
Yeah, for the background of Dank Kitchen Adventures, like, it's me and Donnie, me and this kid. We're best friends. We've fucking hung out for years now. Our entire channel is not based around food, but based around the fact that we used to do foods class together. And fucking... We realized this. a
4
few
more
years ago. I
subs!
think maybe it was on a stream back on when I did Twitch. Or
Lego
some
Gun Go
dumb
Pew
thing.
going
It was like-
hard. 30 minutes in and
I
300
was
views.
Literally your high school bully. I
Going
would just
hard.
run up behind you, slap you.
It's kinda
throw you
funny.
into a locker.
I
Like,
should
just
probably
the
not be
dumbest
freaking out over a
possible
dumbass
things,
short
it's
that I did like a
stereotypical
year
High
ago.
school bully behavior.
4 subs, so we're at 200. Woo! Honestly, that would make my fucking night. That would be a good night. Yeah, I don't know why I'm friends with Donnie, or why Donnie's friends with me, to be more specific. Donnie should not be friends with me. Like, love the kid to death. I bullied him so much. So much. It's not okay.
Yeah.
That transition to me
I wonder
taking
if
you
that would
out
be a good one.
downtown, like Barry across the country from where you live, getting blackout drunk in a club, and then
Yep.
puking in the backseat of a cab. Like,
Yep.
we've
And
lived
then-
some very interesting lives.
Wait a minute.
Dumb thing, but it was like,
I might
literally
turn
your
this
high
into
school
a
bully.
thing.
I would just run up behind you, slap you, throw you into a locker, like just do the dumbest possible things. That is stereotypical high school bully behavior. And
Yeah. Yeah.
This one isn't
that
a bad clip
transitioned
either.
To me taking you out downtown, like
Probably shouldn't do that.
Barry, across the country from where you live, getting blackout drunk in a club, and then
Yep.
puking in the backseat of a cab. Like,
We didn't ever talk fully on this story. And I will probably one day on a stream. It is one hell of an experience. I could do it now quickly, but like I'll do it again. Basically, I moved out to Ontario for school for a while ago. And we like I was going out, we went out clubbing because he flew out to help me set up my desktop because I was living at home for the summer and I built the desktop. So he flew out to help me rebuild my desktop because why not? He's a good friend. And one of the nights, we're like, hey, let's all go out drinking. Let's all go out to the club. And we go out with my cousin who's like this badass. I love him to death. Love you, Eric, if you ever hear this. We all go out for drinks and get so obliterated. I don't remember getting home or anything I did when we got home. Like, at all. All I remember is, like, the pain of the next day. And the fact that we had to pay, like, oh, it was something dumb. Couple $100 probably to, or like at least 100 immediately to pay for the damages we caused to this cab. Like, I feel sorry for the guy, but what can you do?
Yep.
we've
And
lived
then-
some very interesting lives.
And then staying, like, the day after that day, staying in your aunt's basement, just sitting on the
Out of
couch
it,
watching TV all day.
We watched like the same shows
watched-
because it
yeah.
kept looping every like 3 hours. We watched the same broadcast like 4 times
Yep.
that day.
They had like what, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, American Dad, I think some Simpsons. I
No
don't-
Simpsons. It was a lot of Bob's
Simpsons.
Burgers.
It was a few episodes of Bob's Burgers, which I promptly watched the entire show after that trip over the course of
No
like a
shot,
few
you
weeks.
actually did.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
cut
no, I
that
caught
there.
up.
This is
caught up
gonna
with
be
them
a bit late,
Season
but
13.
it's fine.
I
As
haven't
long
watched
as
an episode
this is
since
good.
because I'm like, I have watched so much of this show.
So, talking about shows here, I'm interested, and I might do this in doing watch-along streams. I don't know if I'd currently do them. I think I'd have to... It'll be in the future. But in the future, I definitely will be doing some watch-along streams where it's like, hey, let's just watch a video together or watch like a movie together, and it'll just be like a counter in the top right corner here that's like, hey, this is the time code, and I'll have my green screen up and going probably because like why not, but I don't know, we'll see. Also subscribe,
Holy shit!
get this
I
to
remember
200
literally
tonight, please.
I think a day in September, I was actually sick, and then I literally just stayed in my room all day, laying in bed,
Bob's Burgers.
watching Bob's Burgers all day. It was such a lazy day, and yeah, I don't know. It was certainly a day. Certainly
It
a
was
lazy day.
The
It was one of the
days.
days ever.
That is one of the days ever. Actually, oh my god, I didn't believe
It is
that I
one of the
missed this
days.
again.
I realize now, 40 minutes in, I'm like, God, how did I forget this? All questions are AI
How
generated.
long into this recording are we? We are 40 minutes into this recording.
Because that's one of the most interesting things about the podcast when I did it and talked to like Nemo's Afterthoughts. He was like, yeah, one of the most interesting things about the podcast to me is the fact that it is done entirely. The entire thing is like AI generated. So like all the questions that I ask are all from ChatGPT. I'd come up with a topic with him beforehand. Like I'd be like, hey, we're going to talk about like whatever topic you want to talk about today. For Nemo, it was RP, but I might not know the exact topic, or I might not know like a good question to ask for what you want. So what I did is I was like, hey, we are going to talk all about, hey, how's it going? Hi, applesauce. Hi. Yeah, I'm just vibing. This is kind of like the only watch along that I am willing to do, while also giving my thoughts on my own podcast and sharing some other stories that I didn't share in it. But yeah, the super interesting thing about this podcast is everything's AI. All the questions are AI generated, which helps out a lot with the theme of the podcast is random people on the internet. It's not people I might know or have known for a long time. This one isn't the greatest example, but the Nemo one was so interesting to do. I'm doing good today. How about yourself? But yeah, no, the Nemo one was so interesting to do, and I wish I mentioned it in that, but that's what this one was for. It didn't really work out. How are you doing today?
I'm gonna make a clip out of this. You know what? Whatever.
That's good. That's good to hear. This is a very late stream for me and kind of chaotic, but you know, not what I normally do, but it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. Having fun explaining my own thoughts while I'm
clarify
talking about what I've been doing.
This podcast specifically.
Alright, see you
The
around.
interesting thing about it is, well, it's a podcast where I just interview people I know off the internet, whatever, and we just hang out, have a good time.
197!
All the questions are AI generated. I don't think I've mentioned this yet.
Let's go!
I am not good at making questions, so I just use
3 more people! 200! Skip
Anyways,
tonight!
Side tangent, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make a clip out of that. Actually, you know what? That's too much effort. Screw that. Not doing that. We're just gonna talk about something different. So Donnie,
Wait.
you moved to this town or Alberta from Manitoba.
I want to make a tweet about
What was
this.
that?
I want to make a tweet about this. Give me a second. I want to make a tweet. How do I do this? Content. There we go. Live. There we go. Let me make a tweet on my Twitter. Go like that. We do app Dank Kitchen. Then we switch to Dank Kitchen Adventures Twitter. Because, you know, good Twitter account. Post nothing there. And we retweet, like, quote tweet. Do it now. All caps. This is the threat. You have to do it. Have to subscribe. Gotta do this. So close. So close. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Transition like? What was the transition of, okay, I'm in a new school, I'm in a new place, I know no one, just what was that transition like for you?
It was definitely weird. I've experienced this before. The last time it happened to me was in grade 2. I literally just like moved to the town over back in like 2009, I think. And then yeah, in 2016, moved out here from Manitoba, and then yeah, I knew literally no one. And I remember one of the first It was like the first week that I was there. I would sit with my brother, like, I think close to the office to eat lunch. And then I remember Carter,
I'm gonna add a game to
I
this.
think Mason, and maybe you or Piers. I think it was, I can't remember who was all there.
Would have been Carter
then-
probably approached you first.
It was definitely Carter, I remember, because he told me, he's like, hey,
I'm actually going to turn this into a clip, I
Just
think.
hang out, have a good time. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make a clip out of that. Actually, you know what? That's too much effort. Screw that. Not doing that.
I'm not
just
making a clip out of it
we're
'cause it's
gonna
not
talk
good
about something
content.
different. So, Donnie, you moved to this town, or Alberta, from Manitoba in like grade 9.
Yeah.
yep.
What was that transition like? What was the transition of, okay, I'm in a new school, I'm in a new place, I know no one. Just what was that transition like for you?
It was definitely weird. I've experienced this before. The last time it happened to me was in grade 2. I literally just like moved to the town over back in like 2009, I think. And then yeah, in 2016, moved out here from Manitoba, and then yeah, I knew literally no one. And I remember one of the first. It was like the first week that I was there. I would sit with my brother, like, I think close to the office to eat lunch, and then I remember Carter, I think Mason, and maybe you or Piers. I think it was. I can't remember who was all
Right.
there.
I just
And then
needed
Probably
to
approached
record
you
down.
first.
198! Woo! I don't know how I'm doing this, but every time I click over here to add something to like text things that I realize, because I'm like Garfield card soundtrack, I'm like add it to the streaming playlist. 198! Let's go! 2 more! Come on! We got this!
It was definitely Carter, I remember, because he told me, he's like, hey, tomorrow, why don't you hang out with us during lunch? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I'll do that. And then my brother was like, I don't know what he was like, I can't remember. Pretty sure he was, I don't know, maybe proud of me. He's like, hey, you're making friends, good for you. I don't know. Anyway,
It wasn't even
so-
what happened.
yeah, I also remember. I think I actually also remember one of the first interactions I had with you. We were on our way to math class from, I think, English. Remember Miss Baxter's room was upstairs? That one
Yeah,
room?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were going to Miss Doyle's room. Remember that? Like across the hall from the weight room or whatever?
I think so.
Yeah. We were going to math class. And then on our way,
I'm surprised the Lego.
you,
Hey, how's it
like,
going?
were
How's it going,
walking
Patrick?
And you approached me. And
This is kind of a watch along, where I'm going through my podcast. We're going through talking about different things, and I'm giving my commentary on exactly what I'm doing and what I was thinking in those moments. I'm also currently very hyped. 199! Woo! One more! But yeah, it's not what I normally stream. I'll normally stream gaming content or things like that. But yeah, this is just what I'm doing. Just talking about my podcast. We're so close. 1 subscriber away from 200. Let's go. That's Pog.
then all you ask is, "Are you new here?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Thanks for noticing."
This kid, he's my best friend, and I still don't remember how we met. All I know is I ghosted him for whatever. Hey, nice going. Or nice going. What? I swear, I'm like getting more and more dyslexic as the day goes by. Nice going. I just enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. I enjoy making content, so every single subscriber counts. You know how it is. This is also a relatively
and
new
I don't remember
account.
anything
I
else.
probably walked away.
And
Hey,
then,
thanks.
Skirt.
Thanks for the like.
Bring it along.
Don't you dare say scurry. You fucking.
But it's just like, yeah, are you new here? It's like,
Yeah, what? And then I left.
yeah, haven't been here before.
Okay, cool. And then I'd leave. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
Yeah. No, I was literally his high school bully. It's not okay with the things I did for that. Oh, no way, Pog, 200 subscribers, 200. Yeah, let's go. Woo! Ah, that's fun. That means I can release something, but I'll do that. I'll do that later. Not tonight. I need to finish this. I'm so happy I did that on this stream. I was not expecting that to happen. That's actually so cool. That's so cool. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Patrick. That's Pog. That's so Pog. That's so cool. That is so fun. It feels very rewarding to get to this, because I've only been, like, actually, if you look at the channel, I've only been trying to do things for, like, a week or two now, and the growth that I've received in that week or two is way more than I received in, like, the year and a half, 2 years of me not really trying to do anything. So it is very cool that it happened. Honestly, that's so cool. Good for you, Patrick. Good for you. As long as you do what you enjoy, you will, you'll keep things going. I believe. Everyone has their own audience. You just gotta grow it. Yeah, this is just a very chaotic channel. I live stream because that's what I've been doing. I used to live stream way more back in the day, but I'm getting back into it and I'm enjoying it.
Epitome of just.
Also enjoying the podcasts that I've been making. It's all fun.
Shows up. Hey, are you new here? Walks away and ignores you for like 4 months. That's actually so funny. Because I remember...
Yeah, if I can't form a coherent sentence or thought, it's because it's like 1 a.m. and I'm just like hyped as hell. So that's why. I'm just doing a watch along because it's easy. And the video or the stream I want to do, I have to do tomorrow. Yeah, most of those have been shorts, and like not even shorts that I've tried to make. Because back in the day when I did TikTok, I got like very successful on there very fast, but like that's because I tried to make videos. I haven't been on here, so it feels good. Feels good that it's been going well so far, and I'm excited to keep going. Just getting started. Yeah, I think that's kind of like the way to go. I don't want to do only shorts. Like for a small creator, I'm finding shorts as being like the best way to grow an audience the fastest, but I don't like making them all the time. I love live streaming. I just love it. I know I'm pretty good at it because I watch my own VODs and edit things, but that's pretty good. 135 videos, 300 subs. Good for you. Good for you.
Specifically this. I started streaming when I was like 15, right? So that would have been probably like grade
Very good for you.
10, maybe.
It's cool.
11, maybe. And that might have been one of the other reasons we grew close, because I think like you figured out then I'm like the only fucking gamer in that entire town.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you were.
I started live streaming, and
I need
was
to
just
make,
fucking
so
around.
I want to make a highlight out of this conversation topic where it's him moving towns. And I can't make it end here. It starts at 40. I don't want it to be 5 minutes. I want it to be maybe around 10 minutes. So it would be 50. Put it here. So no, we have time. We're good. Yeah. The issue is, like, we could, for the longest time, if you go back and look at our channel that we have here, everything isn't, like, a theme. There is no theme for the channel. It's all highlight videos of things that we've had on our Snapchat memories or random videos that we've recorded of ourselves that are 10 minutes long. And it's only in the past like month that I seriously gave thought, like, hey, past like 5 months where I was like, hey, because we created a Minecraft server. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna stream Minecraft. And then past month where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go head dive into content creation again. I did it like years ago. I stopped in 2020 for a while because I wasn't liking where Twitch was heading. But like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm enjoying it. And I have a big document now for things to do. So I have plenty of content to make, and every time I get an idea, I just write it down. I'll get to it all eventually. All things that I think will be fun to make too, so. Maybe. A lot of our videos are dumb. I don't know. Might. I don't like how YouTube got rid of the way you can look at things. Our first few videos have lower views than if I were to re-upload them now, because shorts weren't a thing back then. If I were to re-upload some of these, they'd have more short views, but, you know, the way I view it. You can do it on iPhone. So, I just have access to Premiere, so I do it. If you have iPhone, just do that's not how you spell iMovie. Just get iMovie and record something with your phone and just throw it in iMovie. Or even if you don't want to do iMovie, which iMovie's free and it's easy to learn, you can do it on anything. I say iMovie is good because let me pull up YouTube and pull this person up. This guy is the best example of it because he has 2 million subs. All his videos are done recording on iPhone and editing in iMovie. He said that a few times. Yeah. If you look up how to do iMovie things, you don't need to do anything complicated. Literally all I'm doing here is I'm taking a tool that cuts videos together and audio and just I can then move it around and separate it. So like here, for example, I can delete this, move it around, do whatever I want with it. Premiere is like one of the best editing apps, but you need a computer for it and it's not cheap to do. I just have access to it because my mom used it or has like all of Adobe. So I figured like I might as well abuse it. But yeah, no, if you want to learn how to edit or like make some edited content, get iMovie. I was going to use iMovie before I started using Premiere for some small form videos that I had on my phone that I was going to make, but iMovie is just as good. You can do everything you want to do in iMovie, and as long as you are willing to listen to like 10 minutes of lectures on YouTube, you'll learn everything you need to know. You don't need crazy fancy things. For crazy fancy edits, you'll need a computer, but like for basic videos that will still pull 1,000 views, you can just use normal iMovie. Like, it's fine. Or hell, if you really want to get fancy, I have like videos on TikTok that have, I think, 400,000 views. And I just used like the default TikTok record, pause recording, record, pause recording. Like default things like that. Not hard. As long as you will watch your video and decide, would I watch this video myself? If you decide, would I watch this video myself, it's a good video. If you don't, then, or if you wouldn't watch the video yourself, maybe you should rethink like, hey, is this the type of video I want to make for myself, you know? That's why I rewatch all my podcasts, because I'm like, okay, where do I want to make a highlight from the podcast? These things that are up are going to be YouTube Shorts. There's a lot that, like, this podcast is a major learning experience for me, and I'm so happy that I'm doing it, because I've wanted to do one forever, but I'm learning, like, okay, this is where I'm doing things, this is where I'm not. Like this graphic here that I'm hiding hides like a bunch of lists of things, of like my friends lists and all that, and who I'm talking to. There's a lot of things like that that you learn by doing something like this. And yeah. You will never get better if you don't try. And you will never learn something if you don't do it at least once. So, if you want to make a video and you want to try, do iMovie, record some content of you doing whatever you want to do, upload it, and your videos will get probably like, it can get anywhere from 1,000 views to 100. Let's be real. If you were to go to this channel's video tab and just look at it, and you look at all the highlights I posted, they're not the greatest video, I'm going to be honest, because they're podcast highlights. They're not supposed to be entertaining. They're supposed to be like a conversation. Some of them have 30 views. Like the podcast is 30 views. Some of the highlights have 7, others have 94. Some of the other videos that are edited and just memes that someone sent me, they have 8 views. Other videos have 57, where it's nothing but 10 minutes of Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. Some of the Minecraft time lapses have 87 views, or like 3 views. Some of them have 3,000, or sorry, 1,000. The most viewed video on this account is of a orangutan flipping a desk, like, and that was made using a phone app. I think that was made using, I don't remember what it was made using, but it was just a clip looped over, or 2 clips looped over each other, and that's what it made. So, as long as you are creative and make something that you are willing to watch yourself, and you keep doing it, you'll eventually find your own audience. It might be instant. You might blow up overnight. It might happen in years. Yeah. Like, that's the way I view it. Look at what I've done. I can pull up the stream channel here. This is probably when I started. We were around 150 subs in January. Nothing really happened. And you can see in like the course of, what is this now? A week, 2 weeks, it's been 50 subs, like, very fast. And this is just me streaming. I need to make sure that I don't leak things. Okay, yeah, we're good. This has been over the course of me streaming, like, pretty daily, every other day, for a couple weeks now. All these red dots are me. I like reinstalled Photoshop, started making thumbnails. Don't even have to make thumbnails. Like, all of our stuff for forever never had thumbnails. These are all auto-generated thumbnails. And then recently I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start making thumbnails, because whatever. You can make this thumbnail in Microsoft Paint. You can make your thumbnail in whatever. As long as you make things, it's pretty easy. And what you can do for shorts, if you make a lot of shorts very fast, what you can do is you can schedule them for each day. You can schedule a short daily. All of these videos are just videos I had in my Snapchat memory. Like, none of them I view as good content. I have, and I know what is good content and how to make it. None of these are. How do I stream? I stream using OBS. I've used a million softwares in the past. This is what I stream with. In the past, I used my PS4, and my PS4 had something that would connect itself to Twitch, and I would stream using that. I kind of stopped doing that when I got my computer and switched over to OBS. But, like, streaming is very easy if you have it. You don't need a capture card unless you want to stream a console. All you need to do is, like, new source, display capture. It's right here. You can do it on your phone if you wanted, but... And OBS is free. All of the major gaming platforms have a way you can stream. Built in. I'm probably not going to find it on Xbox. I don't have an Xbox, but like I'm 80% sure you can do it on Xbox. And you just plug in your mic and you just start streaming. To Twitch. I stream to YouTube because I don't personally like streaming to Twitch that often. Here's how you do it on PS4. Like, you just link to a service and do it to YouTube, Twitch, whatever, and you just click broadcast and you go live. I'd recommend having your phone open on the side so you can read what you're currently doing while the stream's going on, but it's up to you. I did it way more like that back in the day. I'm trying to find the exact one. I started off like this, but then I changed it in the end. And then I can actually pull up my Twitch. I haven't streamed on this in years, but actually, this isn't going to give you a good example. Stats. Twitch stat charts. Else maximum. View. So you can see my last stream on Twitch was years ago, 2021. We can go to streams. Go. 2021. No, 2018. So all of these streams. These streams were like my first few streams, probably. I had streams in March. I think I started in March, but all these streams, they were just me playing Terraria or Minecraft on my PlayStation. I don't think is as accurate as what it was back in the day. I swear to God, I streamed way more back in the day. Maybe I started streaming in 2017. When did I start streaming? I don't even know. Yeah, go for it. Ask a question. Ask away. I want to do another one of these. Ask away. This channel specifically, I'd count as having 2 starting dates. So, created May 16th, 2020. Uploaded first video 2 years ago. And, like, none of these videos, if you were to actually watch, are consistent at all. I wouldn't recommend watching any of these videos, by the way. Like, these are all videos of me and my friend just posting dumb things to YouTube, because this was originally supposed to be a way for us to record what we're doing. This is kind of, you can see, like, 10 months and then 7 months. And this was me building my computer, like the computer I'm currently streaming on right now. This desktop is insane, but this is us building this computer 6 months ago, and then 5 months ago, and then like a bunch of other things like random videos, nothing really starting, and then you'll see a bunch of things started happening around 5 months ago. That's also coinciding with when we first started streaming 5 months ago. Like, we tested out this, we figured out we could stream together, and like 5 months ago kind of is when I'd say we actually started the channel and actually started, like, we had the thought of we could just create content. And then I'd say probably around 3-ish months ago or 2 months ago is when we actually started, like, properly doing things, because we'd live stream so much Minecraft because it was a fresh Minecraft server. So we just live stream a lot of Minecraft. And then we stopped live streaming Minecraft. I moved back home. Didn't really do much for a while. And by a while, I mean like a few weeks. None of this was really consistent either. But then now, I've been very consistent and have been taking things seriously for a week. Kid named Applesauce. Yeah, Applesauce joined for a bit. He's pretty cool. He hung out. He said hi. That's all I can ask for. All I care about is people stopping by, saying hi. I mean, this channel is called Dank Kitchen Adventures, and all we do is game. We do nothing about cooking food. I thought about it. I thought about making some cooking videos, but, like, none of these are cooking videos. And this podcast that I was editing and going through as a watch together, if you, like, were to watch it fully, we explain, like, this is where Dank Kitchen Adventures comes from. Like, this is where the name's from. Like, me and this guy are, like, the two things. Nah, we can't make a new channel name, specifically because this channel is more... At least, we're not going to make a new channel name for a while. And if anything, it would just change to DKA. Because Dank Kitchen Adventures, if I were to make my own channel, I'd name it. I'd name it Hell's Maximum. Like, I have a YouTube channel named Hell's Maximum from back in the days when I would actually, like, live stream. Like, I don't use this channel anymore. I have a YouTube account. 3 years ago. This is what I used to upload and do stuff to. Everything's unlisted on it now. Like, you're not finding stuff there. But this channel specifically is really fun because it's me and my best friend, and we're both working on it together and doing things whenever we can. I'm putting more work into it, but it's us doing things together. And the name comes from a long background of us hanging out. And it's ridiculous, it is stupid, it is silly, and I love it for the fact that it is all those things. And so I'm just gonna keep doing it. No, I live in Canada. Me and my best friend, we live in the Canadias. I've been to US a lot. We live relatively close to the US border, like 4 hours away. So could go there for a day trip. I have a cat hair stuck in my mouth. That's fun. Yeah, no. I'm candy, dude. I find a lot of new content creators are from Canada, which is kind of weird. I never realized how big of, like, a content thing Canada was. Canada's good. I grow to respect it more and more whenever I hear about the US on the news. Like, I'm always like, yeah, I should go to the US and hang out there, or maybe live there for a year. And then, like, I hear about it on the news, and I'm like, I'm fine with my bit more taxes. Because Canada, end of the day, is just a US with a tiny bit more taxes and less guns. Or better gun control. But, I don't know. It's the way I view it. I live in the Texas of Canada, though. Like, I live in Alberta, so I don't know. I don't know what I can say. Like, I'm best friends with a guy who owns a ranch. Like, not this guy. This guy doesn't own a ranch. But, I am best friends with a guy who owns a ranch. Oh, I'm glad the music didn't shut off yet. I'm scared for when it does. I do know Dan TDM. I grew up watching a bunch of Dan TDM's videos back in the day. Yeah, I would say Brighton, but I don't think so. YouTube's weird. Like, there's a lot of... The North American creators that are blowing up right now are all, from what I'm seeing, mostly from Canada. And then the big ones are mostly from the US. And then there's, like, another subsection of English YouTube that's blowing up in the UK. It's weird. I haven't really seen many new people blowing up in USA. Hog. Nothing wrong with USA. Nothing wrong at all. I like it. It's a fun place. Like, a lot of my best friends are all from there. Or, like, all my good friends. The first podcast, Nemo, my first guest, he's from the USA. I plan on moving there soon. I'm also not saying that you can't blow up if you're from the USA. No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's weird that the trend seems to be that like most of the new ones are from Canada. It's very strange to me because it was always USA. Always. And that does wrestling. Yes, six-pack. Hog. I know a few guys who do that. I know I knew a professional wrestler. We don't talk about it in this podcast, but he did some fun things. I didn't really talk to him much or hang out with him, but yeah. He does wrestling and has a six-pack. It means he's worked out, cares for his body, which is always good. Good to see.
Thanks for noticing. And then I don't remember anything else.
Yeah, where do I want to end this
Probably walked
conversation?
away
And
and
then,
nothing
yeah, you
else.
scurried along.
Don't you dare say scurry.
But it's just like, yeah, are you new here?
The screen shouldn't be black. What's going on? Unless I drop some frames. So yeah, screen shouldn't be black. Not black on my end, is it? No, it's not black on my end. I don't know. I don't know why the screen's black on your end.
It's like,
Yeah, what? And then I left.
yeah, haven't been here before.
Okay,
Are
cool.
you new?
And then I'd leave. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
affinity.
Yeah, that's very strange. Pull it up on my phone. Yeah, no, even on my phone it's colored. Strange. It might be just the way the colors are. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know why the screen's black.
And a bit of epitome of just me in general. Shows up. Hey, are you new here? Walks away and ignores you for like 4 months.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
actually
funny.
so funny because I remember specifically this. I started streaming when I was like 15, right? So that would have been probably like grade 10.
I'm impressed that the short that came out today is doing as well as it does. Like, it's kind of weird, if I'm being honest. Normally it doesn't do 1.6k views in the first hour. Even our most popular short at 37k views happened over the course of like 5 hours later.
Maybe 11, maybe.
I'm impressed.
And that might have been one of the other reasons
wait,
we grew
what am I
close
doing?
because I think like
Did I?
you
I make that
figured out
tweet? I was gonna make a
I'm, like,
tweet.
the only fucking gamer in that entire town.
I didn't make the tweet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so
Yeah, you were.
I started live streaming, and I was just fucking around, having fun, doing like the worst live streams known to man. Like
There might be someone lurking. People can lurk. I find a lot of the time when you're live streaming, it's best to not have your concurrent viewers up and your likes and views and all that, unless you're like specifically looking at chat. And if you plan on ever live streaming, this is a good tip for you. Because it is very discouraging to see, hey, I'm streaming and no one's watching. If you were to go watch my Ollie Ollie stream, or the VOD of that, it's basically me talking to myself for, how long is that video? 3 hours. It's me talking to myself for 3 hours, being as entertaining as I can. And I think that was a pretty fun stream. I enjoyed it. I think it was entertaining. But like, for the most part of that entire stream, it's like 90% of it, 99% of it, is me talking to myself, not interacting with anyone, which is hard to do. And it's a skill you learn the more you stream. I've been doing this for 5 years though. I know how to talk to myself. I have multiple like public speaking things. And my background is in public speaking and talking to people in crowds and making speeches and improv. So that's just what I'm good at. But it's a skill you can learn very easily if you dedicate yourself to doing it and having chat open, but not your viewer count open. Because you'll always have one person lurking. And as you said, there's 2 people watching. I can see there's 2 people. But, like, if there's 2 people watching and one's always lurking, you'll be like, why aren't they commenting? Like, what can I do to, like, be more entertaining? Like, you can't really do that. Also, another thing that's key is if you were to go into any stream, any good streamer, let's see if I can prove this right now. Germa's live. Germa live. If I were to unmute. This is a terrible example, but it's Germa, so, you know, that's always fun. For the most part, they're always talking and always being entertaining and always doing something. If you can keep that up with an audience, Germa's a special case because he's Germa. But if you can, like, talk and interact with an audience for long periods of time, you will have eventually a viewer base and people will watch you. I'm not saying this out of nowhere. Like, back on Twitch, I had a concurrent viewer count of 5 all the time. I, like, kept people watching for hours on end, but, like, doesn't matter. Does not matter. The key to streaming is just having fun and doing something that you can do and you enjoy doing for as long as possible. For me, I enjoy gaming, so I'll do a lot of gaming streams. I will occasionally do an art stream or a programming stream, or like right now, I will do a kind of watch along, watch together stream, react Andy, if you will, but of something that is my own content, because I view watching my own content and giving my own feedback on what I'm doing, especially the editing side of it, where this is just something that you might not have seen. It helps make it more interesting. Like, someone in chat could come in and be like, hey, that was very funny. You should put that in a clip, or you should add that to the video. Or I can talk to someone directly like you, and I have been for a second here, and be like, hey, yeah, how's it going? Like, have a full conversation. It's interesting. It's fun.
You can have a good...
Also, last thing I'm going to say on live streaming, that's very key. Make a music playlist that doesn't have copyright. It'll take a while to get one, but if you want one easily, just look up, like, Ludwig stream playlist and just have that on shuffle. And when the playlist is over, redo it. Or, like, I've been making playlists for years now, so I can make some good playlists, but always have a playlist going. Oh, why is that in the stream playlist? Okay. Always have music going in the background. It's key. It's always key. Because when you're not talking, there's something going on in the background, and it's not just, because if I were to pause this right now and just not talk, there's nothing going on. It's boring. With this, it sets the beat, makes it more fun, makes it more upbeat. I have 2 separate stream playlists as well. There's this one, and then there's one that's like a bit more slower and more vibey. I'm assuming, yeah. The vibes and what you're doing, always key. Because if you don't like the vibe, if you're not enjoying yourself, you shouldn't be live. Something I learned. It's why some streams last for 2 hours, some streams last for 8. If you're not enjoying the vibes that you're currently bringing out, stop and stream. Some of those Risk of Rain streams that I've done, they last 2 hours because I die like in 2 hours in, and I'm like, or I die like 8 times 2 hours in, and I'm like, I am kind of done with the game. So I'll end stream. I will like cut to my end screen, and I'll be like, you know what? It was a good stream. Didn't get a god run. It was fun. We're just gonna end it because I am not appreciating the vibes, but I like my vibes. My vibes are good. Having a good night. Also, just be yourself in your content as well. If you're editing a video, just be yourself, because that's what people are there for
Live
you.
stream for 5 hours now and to make it.
Like, you could blow up, but if you get a video that has 40k views, don't keep going after that one video. It won't ever get 40k views again, and you won't be able to make the same video 8 times. What you should do is you should just keep making content that you think you'll like. Only way to do YouTube in a good manner. How do I explain this? I'm gonna explain this using PewDiePie. So PewDiePie has been retired for 2 years now, but all his videos is just him doing what he wants, right? So, how can I explain this even better? Is this a YouTuber? Yeah. Here, we'll use this guy. So, this guy made a video about shipping himself and mailing. He started a trend. Gained 23 million views. This was before he like blew up or anything. And he tried to make like 8 of those same videos. Each video couldn't hit the 23 million view mark because if you go viral and you chase after a viral success, it won't work, right? You need to make something that is just good, that you enjoy watching, and if you get a viral video, that's amazing. You might get 50k subs the next day. But keep being consistent and don't keep chasing after that one thing. Actually, I know an even better YouTube to explain this. So there's this guy who made a video 4 years ago about TikTok traps where like people on TikTok would cosplay and you couldn't tell if they were a girl or a boy. And it blew up, 500k subs. I watched all these videos back in the day. You can tell I'm using my very old account. And like I joined his Discord, I became friends with people. Weird. It's not black on my end. It must be something on yours. I don't know how to help you. But I'll explain this so you don't need to see. So basically, there's this YouTuber who made a trend. The trend blew up instantly. He had like 1k subs. He blew up overnight to 15k. He then made 5 or 6 other ones. And each other one had half of the views of the last one. And so each time he made a new one, it got half the views of the last one. First one got 500k, second one got 200k, third one 200k, fourth one 130, fifth one 50k, sixth one 30k. By the end, he had no other content that his subscribers would watch because he found his success, he found his viral, and then that was it. He burned out. He couldn't do anything else. And I was in his Discord, and I still am in his Discord, and he was doing so many other cool things. He had Minecraft server that he could have made content on, and there's a lot of other things, but it just doesn't work. I'll go back to Dank Kitchen Adventures, because I can explain this using our account as well. One of our videos, our most popular video, was Funny Orangutan. And it gained 23,000 views. When it came out, we could have made like a 1-hour version, which we did a year later for the year anniversary as a joke, inside joke between me and him. We could have done a million other things, but we didn't. We kept doing things that we wanted to upload, we wanted to do. And like, we could have gotten a lot more subscribers maybe in the short term if we found a viral success and made more of those, but there's no fun in it. Dank Kitchen Adventures, 5 months. You need to go to my Twitch stats if you want something. So you go to twitchtracker.com and you'd search for Hell's Maximum, and you'll find that I've been streaming since 2018. So 5 years. April 2018 is when it says it was my first one. And average concurrent of 5 with a max of 10. With my longest stream being 21 hours, which is inaccurate. It was 24 hours. It was a 24-hour Terraria 1.4 video.
But you'll see I was very inconsistent, not really knowing what I wanted to do. Yeah, I should do some more streams back like I did back then, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do the entire Lego Star Wars Complete Saga playthrough with Swap. That could be a fun stream. Subs don't work. Tracks. Yeah. So I guess I started streaming April. I thought it was March. April, May, June. 51 active days. 129 hours streamed. 695 watched. I made $80 total on my time on Twitch. Fun fact. Oh my god, there's so many more clips than I thought there were. Huh. Huh. That's crazy. Yeah, no. Just do what you want to do. You'll have fun. I'm not saying this out of nowhere. I've been doing it for a while. I'm gonna end stream when I'm done editing this. So max an hour. If you have to go, that's fine. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a really fun stream. It's probably gonna be earlier on, and it's gonna be a lot longer, but it's gonna be a very, very fun stream. I'd recommend you come check it out. I am going to be making the worst possible memes on Photoshop, and I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun.
Entertaining. Couldn't
But yeah, I can understand if you have to go. It is getting pretty late.
back then, but fucking.
Yeah, it is 1:30 a.m. I'll probably go to bed at like 3:30, which means I want to end stream by 2:30. But it is late. If you're tired, you should go to bed. No need to stay up and have a chat. I'd recommend checking out, if you have to go, check out the stream tomorrow. It should be around, I'm gonna say 7 p.m. your time is when I think I want to start it. Unless something comes up. But I keep up to date on Twitter on when I'm going live and things like that. I tweet out when I'm streaming, if I remember. If I don't, I tweet it out 30 minutes into the stream. But yeah. Yeah, it was super fun. Super fun. And I'm so happy. So cool. 200 subscriber. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pog. Why is... Oh, Last of Us episode 4 is trending. PewDiePie's trending. Knew it. Last night was a big announcement for him. Or this morning, I guess.
I remember just you showed up at
Wait. Yeah, this is cut. I need to make another
my
cut,
chat.
though, right after.
and I had a Discord as well. If we were to go to the start of our Discord DM,
It was 40 minutes, so I'm looking at 50 minutes. 5
it
more
is
minutes.
me ghosting you.
5 more
for,
minutes for this
Yeah.
clip.
Like 4 months.
Several months.
And like, even then, we didn't really start actually talking until probably I got my laptop. Like, I think what happened is we ended up becoming like, hey, I can have a conversation with this guy at school. Cool, that's cool, whatever. But then it was
Yeah, I didn't get my laptop till late 2018, I want to say. And that was my first thing I, like, properly streamed on.
And it was weird because we just never talked really. Like I swear to God we were friends before I started streaming, but like we didn't talk. So weird. So weird. And I don't know why or how we became friends, but the way life works sometimes, I guess.
Like, oh hey, he has a computer now. We can actually just play games together. And then you invited me to Loyal Wraiths. Ugh, Loyal Wraiths. And yeah.
It
went from there.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut
My
it there.
my first DM to you was March 28th.
Nope.
March 28th, 2018, and it's hi Onion Sama.
Yeah, because that's
So am I gonna say it?
what I think I was going by.
Pet.
No, that was my Instagram handle.
Yeah.
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 That was.
Onion Sama was my Instagram handle. Clearly, I was in peak weeb phase.
So the joke is I was a big weeb, like weeaboo. It's the only proper term you can use for what I was. This happened in like grade 10 to grade like 9, end of grade 9 to grade like 11. And I would watch anime all night, go to school, watch anime all night. I got like 3 hours of sleep each night, slept through my first 2 classes, and just did nothing but watch anime. Like, I'll pull up my Mal quickly. Just to say the exact amount of hours I have watched. I have 128 days worth of hours of anime watched. That is, if I were to times that by 24. 24. That is 3,081 hours of anime watched, which is insane for like 2 years. Like, way more than I should. But I can recommend you some great anime. Don't watch Sword Art Online.
If it was
Unless you want to.
Onion-sama, I think
Sword
it
Art Online
was
is okay. I've read the
after
entire light novel series as well.
I played Undertale.
Yeah, so Undertale as well was what came it. So in Undertale, I think there is a character. Yeah, Undertale, there's this character named Onion San. And so my Instagram handle was this. The idea of this character, Onion San, but Sama, because Sama was Lord. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And this was just a joke on weeb characters in Undertale, which I find very funny. Became my Instagram handle for a while. Ooh, pull this up.
And then,
Post that.
yeah,
I don't need
when
it.
you
What other
finally
things do I
replied
have
to
up?
me, it was
I don't need
September
that either.
13th, 2018.
Which is
And-
after my birthday and after I got
was-
my
yeah.
laptop.
After you got your.
My birthday was September 8th. September 8th, 2018, my 16th birthday, I got a laptop. I started playing games with my best
Laptop.
friend.
So. I remember,
To be
though.
fair, I wasn't using Discord, so
I do remember you.
I would reply to him. I would reply to the DMs on live stream because, like, I wouldn't reply to them using text, but I think I had the app on my phone, and so I'd like have it open. You'd send a DM, and I swear to God, I'd just reply randomly while I was live. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, maybe. I
'Cause
also
some
remember.
of those looked like a conversation, if I remember correctly. There was like a back and forth, but it was just you DMing me twice, like once
Yeah,
every minute.
I also. It was before you got your laptop. I'm pretty sure you were streaming on your old laptop
Maybe.
because you were playing.
He's gonna say Osu.
Shit,
just gonna
what's
stutter
that-
here
what's
for a
that
minute.
game called? Oh no,
There's too many.
there's 2 minutes. It's that like, really, it's that music game.
Osu.
I knew immediately. The joke is, I have a total of 1,000. Like, I have like 1,800 games on Steam, I think. Wait, I can pull up my profile. 1,216 paid games on Steam, which is ridiculous and way too many to remember what I've played and what I haven't, and what I played on stream. I wish I streamed Henry Stickmin. I wish I streamed Lego Movie, Turnip Boy. These games would have been fun for stream. This game would have been fun. This game would have been fun, but I don't really want to replay a game 100%ed unless it's Terraria. But I already did a Terraria Let's Play. I might do another one though.
Osu. You were playing Osu. And you were being very loud, and I think I remember like either your mom or dad was like, quiet down. Because you were just yelling like, fuck, I messed up.
I messed
Fuck,
up.
I
Fuck!
messed up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
and then-
very Osu.
I used to try hard this one map in Osu, and I'm not good at Osu, but I used to try hard one map because I really wanted to get very good at it, and I just couldn't do it. Saved my life. Finally beat it. After God knows how long of trying, and wasn't even on stream, but I like do it constantly on stream. The song was, I think, Bubble Tea. I think was the name of it.
And then your mom's just like, can you
Shut
quiet
the
down?
fuck
You're being very
up.
being loud. You're being very very
Yeah.
verbal right now.
I should do another Osu stream. That would be so bad,
You-
though.
You probably shouldn't, but all right.
I should do Osu immediately. Yeah, how about you don't?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just want to play a rhythm game, but like rhythm games are difficult.
I'm gonna cut it there. That's gonna be a
I
new.
do
That's gonna be a video,
remember-
which is good because I needed at
let's
least
talk
one
about
video
Loyal
from
Race
this.
for a minute, actually. Like, because that was where I think we spent most of our time interacting, and I mentioned it briefly.
When we
We're not
were
gonna go
first
into
becoming
detail
friends
about
online,
any-
we were part of a Discord called Loyal Rates that I'm gonna explain for you in a second.
Anything about loyal raids, all the
Not
bad
that good.
shit, but like,
I have fond memories of it and terrible memories of it.
loyal
So,
raids was such a
it
weird
was-
experience. You want to talk on it for a second?
It was weird.
I started playing with I started playing with friends I think actually in like probably March or April of 2018, because that's when I was playing Rainbow Six Siege a lot. And then some of my friends from Manitoba started getting computers as well, and they started playing with me. And then they're like, hey, do you have Discord? I'm like, yeah, I have Discord. And they're like, sweet, we have this server that one of our friends' brothers made. You should join it. I'm like, all right. So I joined it, and it was the Loyal Rates at the time. And literally, it was just like 6 of us or 7 of us in this server at the time, because it was literally just
I need to
these,
sneeze.
like 4 or 5 friends that were playing some games together. That
Oh, I missed my mute
and
button.
then
No,
later in
it's
the
ruined.
year, it started
VOD's ruined.
growing and
I have to delete
growing
it.
and growing.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, when
I sneezed.
played you. There's a whole bunch of other people at
Oh.
that time. But yeah, no, that I remember. I wasn't there at the very start of that server.
You see, I'd love to talk and give a live commentary on what I thought Norris was, what it meant to me, all that stuff, but I can't, because, like, it was a lot. It was a lot, and I just don't think it's worth it. Because I'd just cause up drama, and there's no point in causing drama. It's just not worth it.
But I was there.
You were
And
there
there was,
early.
like, 7 people in that server.
I was
So-
there early enough. Now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely
Mm-hmm.
used Discord way before that. Way before Loyal Wraiths was like a big thing when I joined it. I think I had a few Discord servers. I would have had to have had a few Discord servers before then, because I was already familiar with managing Discord servers and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's weird because I don't know. It's all good. I say it's weird here that I managed Discord servers before I joined Low Wraiths, because when I'm like remembering it, I was mad in Low Wraiths for a while because like the management of it in the end was very poor, and I could have done better, and I did do better, and I've done way better. I ran 1, 2, like help restructured this one, which was a few members. 3, this one, it doesn't really count. Bunch of stuff in here. Bunch of chatting things. That was my old stream one for that was my other old stream one. Like, I used to manage a lot of Discords, so it was very weird that I was mad. Like, I don't know how to really explain this better than I was in a position where I knew, and I still do know how to manage, and I'm a good leader, and I know how to control and make a community. It's just a matter of, do I want to be consistent at what I'm doing? If I am, I experience success. If not, I don't experience success. Crazy how that works. Consistency is key if you're good. But for whatever reason, I just, like, Loyal Wraiths was both my first Discord I joined, but also, like, I had a Discord before it. It must have been, like, I had a streaming Discord before, like, managed it, set it all up, ran it for a while, stopped using it because I stopped streaming, played Loyal and Loyal Wraiths. Loyal Wraiths went to shit, started streaming again, and then had to stop streaming because I focused on school. And now I'm not in school, and I can focus on streaming. Weird. When I'm not in school, I can focus on my hobbies.
That's weird.
And then, long story
I'm
short,
gonna let this play for a second. I'm gonna go
that
to the
Discord server
bathroom.
basically became like a dictatorship where it's like, yeah, if you know someone
It
in the
became-
server, you can join.
It became a stereotypical Discord server. Like, you know, all those very shitty memes about Discord servers where it's like, oh, Discord's filled with pedophiles, or oh, Discord's filled with this
yeah.
or that. That's what that server ended up becoming.
Bas-
For better or
basically,
worse. Which is why I think, like, the owners stopped using it, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, there was a few of us who used it.
I should clarify here. When I joined the server, and when Donnie joined the server, there was a small group of friends. By the time we left, it was super toxic, very admin abusive, and control of is no word, but whatever. It gets the point across. And lastly, it was also very much in a place where, yeah, I play games online all the time. But the Discord server was also in a place where it just shouldn't have happened. I play games all the time online. I play, like, mostly when I play games online, I'll play... Hello. Can you hear me? My mic working? Yeah, my mic's unmuted. I play games like... Normally I have them installed. Play a lot of Minecraft. That's the main stream game I play online. I play Roblox once in a while because a bunch of my friends are really into some weird Roblox experiences. But I'll play like Warzone or 5K or Backrooms or Zomboid, Raft. Like, I play a lot of survival, open world, multiplayer online games. Maybe.
Not tonight, but maybe in the future. If I'm on Roblox and it's what I'm doing, I might hang around. My Roblox experience is I used to play it a lot when I was young, back in the day. Stopped playing it for a while and got back into it as a joke. And now I have like a very cursed account with a lot of limited items. Went down from 4K to 2K. Sad, but whatever. I have a lot of limited items. Mainly only noob attacks. I was collecting them. And then I have a... If I were to go to my profile... No, you won't find my old account there. But if I were to search it up... And not in experiences... This is my old account. Very, very old account. Back when ticks were a thing. 2014 Egg Hunts. Wisest of Wizard. Gift package. Adventure Time hat. Ghost Fedora. Old account. These are some rare items, if I remember correctly. 2014. I think this was also 2014. Now I just kind of play the game as a joke. Play a lot of meme games. Play with whoever. You know, I'd be down to play Roblox soon. Not tonight, but soon. Very soon. Roblox is an easy game to stream as well, which is nice. Where is... Where's my premiere? There's my premiere.
But we were all mentally challenged.
This part of the podcast is the worst.
And now that I'm
Because
thinking
it
about
is
there's only one person I still talk to.
very
on the server,
quiet.
and that is Tater. I don't know why I still talk to Tater.
Tater.
Tater's good
Tater.
shit sometimes,
shit.
though.
I like
Oh
Tater.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
I say it and I
He
like
can be fun,
deny
but then
it
again,
myself and I'm like,
it's
yo,
also just
Tater's
like,
not
hit and
good.
miss
But
with
no,
Tater.
he's great. I love Tater.
you never know what he's gonna.
You never know
do
what
or
Tater's gonna
say.
do, say, or like when he's going to do it or say it.
Yeah.
I will be the first.
I
to
can't
admit,
wait for the Tater podcast.
Miss all the amount of dumb shit. we
Tater
have done
podcast
with
is going to
Tater.
be
I
the
wish Tater
dumbest
was,
thing.
like, there more often or whatever, but at the same
Like, we did a lot of things back in the day on GTA Online with Tater. And it would be the worst experience for everyone involved. And we'd have a blast for like an hour.
same time,
Yeah.
20 minutes left in the
I wish
podcast.
he knew limits sometimes. But
An hour-long podcast is taking
Like,
me over
it's
3
fun
hours
talking
to go
him
through.
when he's
Fun
online,
fact.
But past that,
When-
I'm fine.
Just goes
When
to
me
show,
and Tater
like,
played Siege,
how much
just
I had
us
to talk
two,
about it.
It was so.
Which I think is good. I like having this type of video as well. It's fun. Because it's also a time for me to just do nothing but interact with anyone who shows up in chat, and
Chaotic. Like
Fun.
our team hated us.
it's a good vibe
'cause we
stream.
do so much stupid shit, and like, yeah, I do also miss
Do
that.
that.
Like
Okay.
also playing GTA with him back in the day
Yeah.
was also fun.
Now
but-
GTA is just hacker central.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
was very
then,
quiet there. I
I
need to
think
be closer
Minecraft
to my
was a
mic.
bit
This
later,
was
'cause that's
sad.
when-
Minecraft was all me. Minecraft was always
Yeah.
me. Because I
Yeah.
bought you your Minecraft account. I remember that.
I need to start playing Minecraft again. Scared. Wait, where's this opening?
Okay, I'm glad I did that. Cool. I have a lot. This is what I currently have. I have a server for this mod pack that I need to get back to because I was making Mario Kart in. But
I gave you 10.
that's for another stream. Another stream, another day.
I think either gave me more or it was like a birthday present.
No, I don't know. No,
This Minecraft was not $10. I would have not been scammed.
No,
I would love to make this a
I think
clip. I'm
Minecraft
so
was a bit
quiet.
later because that's when.
Minecraft was all me. Minecraft was all
Yeah.
me's me. Because I
Yeah.
bought you your Minecraft account. I remember that.
I gave you $10.
I think
So
it
it's
gave me more or it
53,
was
like-
a birthday present.
No, I
26?
don't know. No,
This Minecraft was
I.
not $10. I would have not been scammed.
No,
for
I
$10.
remember you give. I remember
54, like,
giving you a
26.
$10 bill, and I'm like, I don't know. This is all I have right now, so here you go. Thanks for buying Minecraft for me.
Minecraft still being.
That'll be another YouTube short.
Oh yeah.
Good short. Good short.
Yeah, I
Quick short.
I miss playing.
Quick
Sea
video.
Potato. I have played it
Easy
with
vid.
him. I think back in like October, maybe
A lot
November.
of the time, it's just not the same anymore, though. You know.
Yeah, like the
Like,
game.
I
the
miss-
Is
game's
this
changed,
playlist?
I miss a
um,
lot. I miss a lot about a lot of different people and a lot of different games, and I miss the way we used to play a lot of different games. I miss a lot of the people I used to play games with. I miss like
What's this
some of
song?
the ways I used to stream.
YIK,
And-
UN.
Like I wish so desperately that when I had the like full rebrand of streaming and I was like I had overlays, I had custom artwork that I made, like I
Yeah,
did
this is
all
what I was
that.
looking
I
for.
wish I just continued streaming then. Cuz if you look
Yeah.
at my Twitch stats, I was getting an average of 5 back then and I was only streaming once every other month. But it
Yep.
became a point where I didn't want to learn video editing. I know how to video edit now, and I know how to do all that now, but like I didn't want to do it then, and I didn't want to stream to Twitch and just anymore at all because
I would make this a thing as well. Maybe I should. This one's a good topic because it's like why I'm where I am.
Maybe
a lot
November.
of the time it's just not the same anymore though, you know.
Yeah, like the
Like,
game.
I
The game's
miss-
changed.
I miss a
Um,
lot. I miss a lot about a lot of different people and a lot of different games, and
Like 5415.
I miss,
it would be
like I miss the
5415
way
for there, but it's a bit longer.
we used to play a lot of
Damn.
different games. I miss a lot of the people I used to play games with. I miss like some of the ways I used to stream, and like I wish so desperately that when I had the like full rebrand of streaming and I was like I had overlays, I had custom artwork that I made, like I did all that. I wish I just continued streaming then, because
Yeah.
if you look
Yeah.
at my Twitch stats, I was getting an
I do as
average
well.
of 5 back then, and
It
I
would've
was
been
only
good.
streaming once every other month. But
Yep.
it became a
What can
point
you do?
where I didn't want to learn video editing. I know how to video edit now, and I know how to do
all right.
that now.
Have a good night, Patrick. Nice talking to you. See you around. Good night. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye.
But
You'll be
like,
getting off
I didn't
soon
wanna do
in
it
like a
then.
little bit.
and
Good night.
I didn't want to stream to Twitch and just anymore at all because I don't
it'll be here.
really like Twitch as a platform to create content on. I much more prefer doing it on YouTube.
It's a lot more cursed, but funnier.
It is funnier, but it is easier to do. It is. I don't think we would have actually
I don't think I would have been in the position I am right now with streaming and like wanting to do it and making content on YouTube if we didn't discover that we could stream at the exact same time.
Okay,
On YouTube. That
is-
it's so cursed, but it's
probably
Fuck,
also
like-
another clip.
it's great. I remember Rax first
First
like,
thing,
seeing-
he's like, "What do you mean?"
seeing us. see like he just sees two, like I think we were both in a call and he like on one
He
of the servers.
joined.
He joined and then it's like, yeah, join my stream, you'll see. I think he joined my stream. I don't know if we were playing the same game or
We
not,
were.
but we were both.
It was
we
a
were both
Minecraft
streaming.
stream.
The Minecraft
And then-
streams are always the most cursed.
Rack is like, what do you? You're not streaming. Donnie's streaming. I'm like, check again. Doug is also streaming. Rack's like, what? You can do that? You can
It
stream
doesn't feel like you should be
like,
able to.
2 times? Like what? 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 It was so funny.
I don't know. I
Right.
find it interesting
Yeah, I did.
how, if you were to go back and look at Dank Kitchen Adventures and the live, you know, this is one of the things that I love
Where's
about
my text things?
YouTube streaming. You can kind of see where we started 5 months ago, where it was building a computer, right? And then it was you
Yeah.
driving a truck, a sleep stream, driving a truck again, driving a truck, some Grand Theft Auto shit, driving a truck, more Grand Theft Auto, more,
Watching
and
paint
then
dry.
like me.
You can see 5
combine
months ago is when the
multi-stream
channel like
Grand Theft Auto
started. 2 weeks
and
ago is when
test
it
stream, and then
became something that we
watching paint
tried.
dry and grass grow, which are just PNG YouTube videos that are 10 hours long that we
Yeah.
watch. Those aren't our PNGs, which makes it even better.
No.
Then there is
Wait.
more driving, and you can start seeing where I started like making proper thumbnails with some of the like quote unquote ASMR videos where there's like a line in it, and then like more random dumb things, and me not really trying to stream and whatever. And then like it gets to a point where I just said, you know what, I am going to my descent into madness descenders. That one's a good one where I just threw random names on the screen.
I don't really have
Then,
anything to say on this. It's
it
just me going through my
started
list of, or the
with
list of videos, and it's
Forever
also like
Essence.
the end of the thing where we're like, hey, this is the end of the podcast. We knew this was the end of the podcast, or
now
at least
there's a
I did.
red dot to show the live.
Could have kept
and every
talking
single
for
one of
hours,
my
but
live
you need to
streams.
end it, especially
Yep,
around
I
now,
just
because we were like
do very, like, you can tell
winding
which
down.
stream
You
it
can
is
tell
from
we're
the
winding
thumbnail
down,
and the title.
Yeah.
which is good because in
Well,
the
not
Nemo
even
one
the
you
thumbnail
can't tell
anymore.
we're winding down.
Well,
If
yeah,
you see a
actually,
raccoon in the
raccoon.
corner, if you see face can't,
It's you.
then no, it's mine.
Yeah.
Also, if it's a very simple title like game stream, sleep stream, smiley face, Minecraft stream, Lego The Office build, like it's just very simple,
To the point. Straightforward.
very simple streams.
Yeah, and then it gets more and more. Now, in the last week, I have been able to create a thumbnail like very quickly, and I know
Yeah.
how to do things very quickly, easily, and just do things in a very convenient way. That I'm just gonna do it, right? I'm just gonna throw things together. And I did a few extra thumbnails from before I started doing thumbnails. I think the first stream that I had a thumbnail on was the God of All Lemurian stream for Risk of Rain 2, which was a
Yep.
modded stream. And then every
First
stream before
actual
that
thumbnail
has a
I had
thumbnail
on
now
a stream.
is something I just made quickly. Just because, or no, the first one that would have had, no, the first one that had a thumbnail was that one, and then later that day I did the other thing. But yeah, it was interesting. Now I have like a random GIF intro screen, whatever.
Yeah,
I
my
don't know.
intro screen
I
and
am
out or
enjoying
like
making
BRB and all
content
that is
again.
all the same GIF.
I have a entire
Fun.
document. It is fun. Like, it is really fun to actually sit down and
I recommend making content to
Um,
anyone who wants to.
It's weird right now because I'm still trying to get the hang of
Do it.
what type
You
of
might not like
video
it.
I want to make
You might love it.
properly, which is
Just
why
do
I'm
it.
doing podcasts.
Why not?
because I can make a
What's stopping
hour-long
you?
podcast or whatever, and then clip it down into 6 clips and upload those 6 clips over the course of a week, or 1 clip every other day, or whatever. In the past week, I've done 1 clip every day. Now,
Gonna move on to one
some
every other
clips get
day.
82 views, some clips get 8, whatever. But all that matters is, okay, so now I'm gonna watch a 13-minute segment of this one conversation compared to a hour-and-a-half long conversation about 5
Yeah.
different subjects.
Well, yeah, different subjects.
I feel like
Um,
this video, or this specific podcast that we did today, probably won't be clipped into too many like videos because it's going to be difficult. I have an idea for a live stream where I'm going to do another editing live stream, but the editing live stream is going to be me sitting there talking about the live or the podcast basically, and like afterthoughts, like could I have rephrased this better? Could I have said this better here? Like, what should I have said? What could I have done?
Yeah.
Things like that. So that one's going to be interesting, but that's just me sitting there for an hour listening to myself talk and hang out. I still want to figure out how we're going to do some shorts. I feel like shorts are going to be something that we need to start doing a bit more, but
I like this.
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing I can
random
really say
shit
here.
that we have. Like,
it's great, and I'd love to do more, but like I
It-
no
yeah.
longer have any more Snapchat memories.
yeah,
I
I
can
gotta.
upload.
I need to go through mine. I should just.
We have
one day.
enough for. We have videos and shorts all the way up until the 8th. We have daily shorts until the 8th. The final daily short we have is the BTS McDonald's meal. So, I don't think any of the shorts that are currently
That
going.
is-
Yeah, no, none of the stuff that's coming out is going to be good. There really isn't anything I can say because we're like talking slow, being basic. It's the end of the podcast. 7 minutes left. I'm just gonna let this go, play out, enjoy the music. Only Friends amazing. I don't know.
Loaded
Pretty
are going to. Be
I'd love to get
good.
Only
They're
Friend
going
on
to
the
go anywhere
podcast.
as good as
Oh,
some of
no,
the
I
other
meant to
ones that have been uploaded, like the 1.8K Death of Scuba Steve, 2K Calgary Tower, 3K Washer in Hell, guy gets burger from top floor, like things like that. I don't think there's going to be another one of those in the videos that I have uploaded, but you never know.
We should record a bread 3.
No.
Probably have a bread 3 in your video. You could record a bread 3 if you want to.
No, we
You could do it literally tomorrow. You want to go to Popeyes.
not what?
You said you want to go to Popeyes tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could record
no,
a bread 3.
bre-
Just walk in, wake me up by throwing bread at me.
No. It has to be in Cole's apartment. See, that's the trend. So.
Oh my god. The dumbest thing is bread 2 happened before bread 1.
it's funny that way. But like.
God damn.
Next time, like I was.
We're back down to
do you-
190 or
Are you planning
198.
on like? Because you still have a bunch of stuff out in Ontario still, right?
Mm-hmm. My dad's gonna go out and
I need
pick
a
up some
screenshot.
things soon, but
Okay. Because I was saying like
Get the
if
screenshot after.
you wanted to take like I don't know if you'd want to spend a whole week out there. I don't think I can for the next few months because at work we're pretty
No.
short.
we should definitely do another
Short
trip sometime
guys.
soon. But I
Um,
don't think I'm going to go on another big trip until the summer, because this summer I want to do a few big trips. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm just like I could go like maybe if we leave like on a Friday to go out there like to Ontario.
We'd go to
Spend-
Ottawa, which would be even more cursed because
Well,
like Cole isn't in Toronto.
I know. Yeah. How long is he in
I think it was
Ottawa for?
the winter semester, so like 6 months, so like till summer or fall.
Jeez.
Summer. Yeah,
Oh.
summer.
Yeah.
How?
Well, yeah. Ottawa's also just like so far out of the like. It's kind of
What
far
happened
from.
here?
Where,
Yeah,
like,
Ottawa would be a place I'd love to
Why
go
is
to,
my
but I don't
stream
know well. No, I want to go to.
Impressions peaked. What happened?
I really want to go to Louisiana, hang out with Cal for a bit. I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do some dumb shit in St. Louis with Nemo and everyone, but I doubt that's gonna happen. There's a bunch of places I want to go.
Yeah, I hope Cal, like, one at some point takes a vacation up here. That'd be
He
fucking legend.
has to.
Do you-
He has RAM for his laptop that you've been saying you'll install for a year
I
now.
know, and that do you think I don't?
I want to make
really
this a
wanna
short as
go
well, I
to
think.
Louisiana, hang out with Cal for a bit. I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do some dumb shit in St. Louis with Nemo and everyone, but I doubt that's gonna happen. There's a bunch
I
of
hope-
places I want to go.
Yeah, I hope Cal, like, one at some point takes a vacation up here. That'd be
He
fucking legend.
has to.
Do you-
He has RAM for his laptop that you've been saying you'll install for a year
I
now.
know, and that do you think I don't know if like
It bothers me that he hasn't done anything. Like
barn dance. What if he comes out for barn dance?
legendary.
That would be
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I would love that so much if he did that.
Fuck. All right. Well, we should probably think about wrapping up this podcast. It's been an hour, and we can just
Damn.
start rambling about anything, you know. This podcast specifically is basically the background of
I don't think.
who we are. I think
I think the rest of this is nothing.
That's sums it up pretty well.
but none of this shit's consistent. So like thing to do with it.
Oh yeah, no. If we sh-
You can say that on
Right.
the podcast. It makes no sense. If you see this, I should be live. Yeah. I need to edit this podcast tonight, probably.
Plateaued.
yeah.
I don't think we said any bad words, though. I'm debating between just throwing the podcast in and uploading it, like, right after this is done, because it needs to come out tomorrow. Podcast comes out Sunday. We're recording this
Yup.
Saturday. I've been trying to get you to record this podcast for, like, a week and a half. 2 weeks.
But- I've been busy. It's also the reason why I haven't streamed in like
A while.
when was my last stream? Sorry, I'm going like
It's not even that. It's your last stream was
a month
stream.
ago.
The other thing is like us streaming, or like for you to stream, it takes a lot of effort for you. But I don't know.
Yeah,
We should stop rambling. We can keep rambling forever. Let's actually just end this. Have any closing remarks on our channel? Your own channel? You want to say anything?
It's chaos.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah. How about
Chaos.
here? No. You know what? This is.
Okay. That was the podcast. Oh no, I'm not playing that again. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good stream as well. Like 2 videos, a bunch of shorts. Alright. That'll be this stream. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was fun. We're gonna go to my end screen. and we're gonna change up the music here. I had fun. Hope you did too. It was a good time. Hopes and dreams. I will see you tomorrow for the meme stream. That's what tomorrow's gonna be. Promise. I promise, alright? I promise we will do the meme stream tomorrow. Period. I am going to think about some things. I'm gonna make another short right after this. I want to see if I can do what I want to do there. Can I file save as this? Podcast 2 with highlight. Okay, that's an incorrect name. Highlight. Okay, now I can close this. Not worry about it. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Alright. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I look forward to the future of this channel. I look forward to what's going on. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.